Hi.
It's not a rant. We're gonna get
And with that, we are back. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another week of Light of Thylea Plays Odyssey of the Dragonlords. I am DM David. These are the people of Light of Thylea, and we are here to have some fun. A couple things to get us started out this day. Number one, I am suffering from some side effects from medicine, so if I suddenly disappear from the screen, I'm okay. These people will vamp. We'll figure it out if it happens. Aside from that, the big one is the team and I talked, and I evaluated how much we had left, and we are down to the last 2 sessions. That was such important news that Elena put a full face of makeup on. The only reason.
Brought eyebrows.
That she has eyebrows, visible eyebrows. I need to learn that trick, but we are
We'll get you there.
we are in the finale, the final 2 epis, wrapping up with the year. 141 is going to be the winner, unless we all wipe out today.
Which unfortunately is Clancy.
Yeah.
Which means Clancy got it. She got it.
Clancy gets it by default. It's rigged. The game is rigged.
rigged.
So
did you actually say 141?
He needs one win.
Exactly.
Clancy actually said 141.
Oh,
Yeah.
immediate bird.
No, today's the day. Her initiative rolls are gonna be so good.
Fantastic. So good. Alrighty. For all of you guys, the stupid inside jokes are, we asked, what was it, like 20 sessions ago? Like, how much longer do we have until we're done? Something like that. And everyone kind of gave their guesses, and Clancy guessed 141. Congratulations.
To be fair,
Okay.
I thought it would be 141 because knowing us, we were going to try and shoot for 140, and then we would need an extra session anyways. So
Yeah.
Rigged.
That checks out. Alrighty.
It was
With
8
that.
months
Lyra,
ago.
do
8
a good
months
job
ago.
then, and then maybe I don't know.
Yeah, do good. Do good. Isn't that what you said? Yes, last time.
So
Be better.
totally unrelated. Clancy, thank you so
Talk
much. I'm excited for your
less.
mom's unicorns to get here.
Yeah, of course.
Rigged.
Alrighty. With that, those are the big 2 for me. Is there anything that you guys have about nerd news and stuff happening in the world or anything like that?
Pretty sure everyone's obsessed with Path of Exile. That's
With what?
Path of Exile.
Yeah, Path of Exile is fun. It has crashed probably 50 times on me so far, but I don't give a shit. It's fun. It is so much fun. It's worth the $30. Or wait, it's free to play. Wait until it officially comes out, and then you don't have to worry about the bugs, maybe. Hopefully.
You know
Well,
what
you could
better
spend
game is in
200
early access right now? Luma Islands.
If you
Is that
want,
the one where you run around as like a waifu and you shoot like energy balls at hapless
no,
animals?
this is a
No.
farming sim. This
It's
Oh, okay.
it's just a farming sim.
I saw that shit on TikTok and I was like,
whip some baddies.
Yeah, there is a whip. There is a whip. It is the one weapon you have.
all right. What else is going on in the Nerdiverse?
I think that's it.
Oh, there's a big one. I don't have the book right next to me, but Wind and Truth did officially release Brandon Sanderson. It's so fucking big. The book is so goddamn large. Here, I want to send a picture to the Discord chat because it's absurd. It is absurd how big this is. Maybe we can. Oh, I don't know if I had audio in there. I don't want my audio to be shown. Let's see.
You just really like that book, huh?
I really like that. Okay, can we do it like this?
I could see it, but
It's so
Oh,
big.
Jeez.
It's
that's
so
Christ.
thick.
Okay.
That's a fucking
Jeez.
dictionary.
That's
Jesus.
like half the love interests in all of the female lead books that I've seen so far. You know what I mean? It's like you need 2 hands to close that.
Not Ben getting in trouble.
Ben got in trouble? What did you do, Ben? Now you're on
Because he
spoke.
was
How dare he
spoke
speak?
during the stream and Clancy glared at
because he
him.
spoke
She's
during the
turning up
stream.
now.
Wow, not well trained, Clancy. Not well trained.
You can defend yourself, Love. You can defend yourself. I didn't hear you. I thought you said something else.
Does she think she's muted?
No, we're not talking about the Bible.
He's innocent.
He was showing up a new book from and
Brandon
author.
Sanderson.
There's lots of authors in the Bible.
That's true. There are lots of authors in the Bible.
And just
There are a
bringing
lot
in
of authors.
all these good points.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to take Ben's side.
It's like a
He's
game of
defended
telephone.
himself pretty
He
well.
can't hear you. He can't hear you guys.
I know,
He knows.
it's great.
He knows.
Separation.
He knows.
Tell
Not
Ben he's
bending
now officially billed in this, what is it called? Show that we're producing. He's an official part now.
If he was watching the stream, he'd hear what we were saying.
If you were
It would
watching
be
the stream,
delayed,
you
but
know
he
what
would
I'm
know.
saying. You could support your wife.
Oh. Not that! That was cheap! Ow!
Oh my gosh. The face you made after that, Clancy, that was gold. Absolute gold.
Pretty priceless, yeah. Can you do it facing the camera?
A cameo. A surprise cameo.
Cameo, Benio.
People you've trapped in your magic internet box.
I'll never tell.
I'm sorry, you poor souls.
We're learning so much about the Clancy household. It's gonna be great. This is gonna be the session. Sorry.
Nope.
Anyway,
Sorry, guys.
This is Hephaestus and Daphne just upstairs chilling. This is what they're talking about.
yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So what do
All
you
right.
think our Bible should be like? It just seems like sure,
Let's just have two authors tops. Let's cut out
Yeah.
all the profits. Alrighty, cool with that. Let's get back into it. A lot of stuff was trying to be decided. I think what we need to decide is who's going to go where for which situation, because there are two behemoths to be fought. As a reminder for you guys. Oh, recap. Where the fuck do I begin to recap this? So the beginning, there were 6 players. Only 3 of those made it. 2 of those made it to the end. And as we also, Alex, by the way, cannot make it tonight, but hopefully he'll join us next week from the sandy beaches of Belize. We'll see. With that, as we're getting back into it, what can I say? First, none of the players have sent me their level 22 boon, which would have been a free feat, so none of them receive it. Secondly, they're level 22 gods. Just fucking send me that shit in the Discord. My fucking god, people. Come on.
Wait. Oh no, I thought we were just gonna do it really quick before we came on stream.
No. We had a week.
Clearly not. We're on stream now.
I know.
Fuck it.
That was
We're
kind of-
doing it live.
Yeah.
As you can tell, even with 139 sessions complete, we don't know shit. Including this guy very, very much. With that, though, so they're going to pick whatever the fuck feat 2014 rules. Don't look like that, Tyler. They're going to want to pick for that stuff, and nothing that changes your ability score. They're maxed out at the point that they are. But as we're getting back into it, they are facing down unleashed behemoths that are there to destroy every living mortal upon Thylea. And they were originally created by Thylea's husband. Thylea is both the island continent that all the people live upon, as well as the goddess of whose corpse that island is built in the first place. Beyond that, you are doing that in an effort to summon Kentemane, a true god, forth, so that you fight him. That'll go swell. It'll go so swell. But you defeated one behemoth already. You did really well. Daphne had to lose a leg in the process, but it's worth it. And we're picking back up in the morning as you guys are making plans on who's going to Arisia and who's going to Astoria. And yes, that means all of you guys got a long rested.
What a good nap. I
Wait,
feel
you're a
ready to-
ranger and you didn't already have survival?
I don't need that. I don't need that, Taliaos.
I don't need that.
No, I didn't. I was locked in a cell for 10 years. Thanks for bringing that up. Didn't.
Not bringing up the trauma.
If there's ever a time
Delicious drama.
before the end of the world. I think
Therefore you
I'm
are.
going
Oh.
to. Yes, I do think. Therefore, I am. This story, Arisia. I don't know names, guys.
Yes,
I'm-
yeah, okay.
Okay.
The
I'm
only
going to-
part that we figured out is Darian is going to Arisia and Daphne is going to Astoria.
Yes. And I think we were gonna have Brissa come with me. for her strength.
So Brissa goes, I have a plan. It's a good plan. It's not just the concept of a plan. It is a plan. And I'm going to have to stay in Mitros to do that.
That doesn't sound like Brissa.
That sounds like
Well,
an
staying
awful
in Mitro's
plan.
part sounds like Brissa.
It involves dragons, my dragons. The biggest dragons.
Oh
gosh.
are you
So-
gonna build a
So
wall?
one dragon. One dragon who's still a child.
Yeah.
All of them,
Okay,
yes.
Brissa, I know you want to go out with a bang, but all right, you know what? You do you, boo. So I guess
She pats you on the
Kelly.
shoulder and goes, I knew I could rely on you.
Yes, I got you, girl. So then is it Haliaos that's coming
Yeah.
and Pitor?
Yeah, and we were thinking of somebody else that's strong.
Strong.
David, can you make my strength the regular strength again since we took a long rest?
What was your strength supposed to be?
Whatever the god strength is, 21 or whatever.
Yeah, that doesn't sound.
22.
I have 18.
I know that between strength and dex, one is 30 and one is 21.
22.
Oh, 22.
Oh, yeah, my strength. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Would you mind? Would it be too terribly difficult
Probably not.
to put up the tokens of the NPCs that we have? So we could just sort them
Oh,
through
God.
A
I don't
through
know about that. That's. Oh, fuck.
B.
Okay. So the stream is going to be a little
Team-
delayed. This is going to take 5 to 10 minutes. Why don't you guys role play the plan really quick
Okay.
while I do that?
So, I definitely need to be in Astoria to be with my half sibling, not step sibling. I don't know why you guys keep trying to call him step. Half sibling.
She doesn't exist anymore. That was the wrong NPC.
Mhm.
Okay. No, that makes. And then because you need to be there,
Mhm.
I will go to Arisia.
Yeah.
Is your mom there, Daphne? Did we ever figure out where your mom is?
My mother is safe in Mitros, and she is not going to help with fighting behemoths. Thank you
Wow.
very much.
I
She's offended.
just couldn't remember where she was.
So Lyra's
Yeah.
staying in Mitros while Daphne's away.
She is happily engaged to someone, to Davis.
So not married. I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
this is ancient Greece.
No, I'm just kidding. Daphne, after yesterday, I understand. Parents are off limits
For now.
for now.
For now. Right. Of course.
No, for like, as in like, if they're off the table.
What if
Things
they're on the
changed so
table?
much since I was imprisoned.
No.
The whole world
For a second, one of us was
Wait,
on the
I can't
table.
hear Talieos. Hold on, Talieos, say that again. What'd you say?
Have things changed while I was in prison to the point that the world is no longer one giant orgy?
Oh,
No, that's
oh
still.
my god, can we go back to
that's
that?
still-
That's a lot better.
Some
than
of us
Girl,
still
you are
hold
so
those
bad,
beliefs close to our heart.
Oh,
Very traditional.
You're trying to bring it back, Lyra. Honestly, you're trying to bring the old ways back, and I can
Yeah,
appreciate
I'm,
that.
I think, you know what? Make Greece great again. I mean, Thylea. Make Thylea great again.
The fact that you said Greece first. You
I mean,
nasty.
that's what this is. So
Sometimes
And
it
Roman.
helps, yes.
Guys, I feel like we're really burying the lead about what we have in front of us today. Like, I think
Mhm.
this is a lot of traumatic responses because
Yeah.
we know, like, this is it. This is
But-
it.
that last fight was really not easy.
I don't know about you, but I don't want to lose a limb when we're about to go up against somebody who has a lot of limbs. Like, that just seems like a bad idea.
it's not ideal.
How is the little baby leg?
It was fully healed as of
It's
last
gone.
night.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you very
back. It's
much.
back. It's back. It's back. It only takes like 10 minutes or something. It's back.
The Moon Maiden, Celine, she was just dramatic about it. I don't know why hers
like-
took forever.
Honestly, it checks out.
You know
Honestly.
what? She wanted the extra
love her,
attention.
love her dearly, but like,
What if she came out and
Oh.
she still has a little arm?
that's on her then. That was her choice. If I remember correctly, Balmetria and Vulcan were heading to Astoria as well.
Mm-hmm.
They were just gonna meet us there. That's all that I know about Fam.
Which okay. Just to make sure that I don't have it confused, because I'm sure I do. Which one is the Kraken and which one is the Shadow Monster?
Orisha is the Kraken. Astoria is the shadow monster.
Mhm.
I had it backwards in my head. Okay.
And so far, all we
Which,
know...
now that I think about it, I don't know how I had it backwards in my head because Astoria is not by the sea. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, so far all we know is that in order to kill the shadow thing, we have to put the sun inside of it, and the only tip we got for the Kraken thing was that we have to get it out of the water.
Which is why Pithor and I are going to Arisha.
Arisha.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, anyways, go on.
Oh my god.
Gonna forget to use that for the entire fight.
What?
I rolled a nat 20 for my portent roll.
Oh. Okay. So I'm going with Taliaeos, Pitor. Is Vulcan strong?
Vulcan's
I
already
think
going.
So. Oh, right,
He
he's
is?
going to Astoria. Yeah.
He's stronger
try.
than you as a god.
Nice try to steal all my family members. It's okay. Nice try.
Listen,
Well, I'm stealing your dad because I need his strength.
We don't want to sleep with that one. So.
um,
I mean, that being said, Pithor's Pithor. He's got his own thoughts on things, so if he wants to go protect his city,
He do.
I totally understand that.
Where's yeah, he will go.
Go where?
Astoria. 100%. That's where Daphne's going.
yeah. Are you gonna try to... Daphne, are you gonna try to talk Hephaestus out of not going? Or do you want him to go? Because we all know that if he's going where you go.
I was kind of hoping to not talk about it, and then he just stays. But
He's
you're
not an
right.
idiot.
He probably
He's not
should.
an
No, he's
idiot.
not. He's not an idiot. He's not. He's far from it. In fact, he's probably also playing the game of not talking to me about it and just assuming he's going.
Yeah, he's probably just like,
Yeah.
if I don't say anything, she won't notice me in the back of the car. I know you don't know what cars are, but like
have
when
no
I
idea
look
what a
at the
car is.
future, there's
Did
a
you
thing
mean
called a
car?
car.
I know.
Did you
Yeah.
forget
You
the
don't
key?
know what a car is. I do, though.
I do. I do. um, so, yeah. He probably is going to want to go with you, and I know that if you guys aren't together, he's not going to be able to fight as his best.
Alright. I guess I'll take him. Begrudgingly.
Do we think that our foresight is going to get fucked up again?
Probably.
Because I can technically also give it to a fourth person.
Well, our foresight wasn't affected when we were fighting the behemoths.
Right, it was just the Ghost Lord.
Just the Ghost Lord in his domain. And I would argue that out of anyone who we might fight, if we're able to kill these behemoths, it'd be Kentamane would be able to affect that.
Oh, yeah. But could
So-
still be useful against behemoths.
Yeah.
Alright. I just walk over to Taliaeus and I say, how much trauma you got there, big boy? And I cast
Well, I was-
foresight on Taliaeus.
Imprisoned by my sister for millennia.
I love that. And he would start to go into his trauma. He would just be like, well, let me tell you. What's happened. I guess we'll take the trickster. Might be good if he can trick that guy into getting out of the water. Just, make him think the water is where the land is. That could work.
You know what could be really helpful? Hallucinatory terrain.
It could be.
You are not wrong, actually. This is the one place where it might actually have true
Yeah.
combat advantage.
Yeah.
David just shilled for hallucinatory terrain so hard when I was trying to pick spells.
It's like 100 sessions ago.
And I was like, when are we ever going to use that? We're on a boat. And then we were hardly ever on the boat.
Alright, so Vulcan, Balmetria, Pitor are with you. Do you want... Who's this other big dragon? Who are these
Which
dragons?
one?
Oh,
Okay,
this is the one that they used to
that's
make eggs
Valis.
with. I'm sorry.
Ooh, Ooh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
I was like, I
Awkward.
recognize that dragon, and I don't understand why he's here.
You never looked at him in that
That's
form. I
Valis.
think.
You know
I
what?
think.
Kyra.
Maybe I called out. Maybe I was like, hey, the end of the world. Do you want to show up? And he would be like, nah, girl. Just let it
It
go.
might be the end of your world, but it's not the end of mine.
Not the end of my world, girl.
What about the Narcissus or whatever? Is he still helping? I know he was there for the last
Is he
one.
helpful?
Oh, he's just real teeny tiny. What? Can he not be a dragon? Is that a lie? Is it a lie that he's a dragon?
He doesn't want to be a dragon.
Okay,
Hold
well,
on.
Can he make himself fly, or can he make himself do something? You know what?
for a
You're
while
coming
he
with
was
me.
a brain in a jar. Should we talk about that?
Come on, brain boy, let's go.
That's outside of network. It's not covered.
Oh,
That's great. Who? Okay, realistically, if we were thinking about this, wouldn't all the dragons want to go with you?
What? Oh,
Yes. I mean, so
Realistically, they would.
all the dragons would want to go. Like the ones that are for sure going. Vulcan, Pitor, Balmetria will go to Astoria, right? But
Mhm.
Valis and Kyra would understand that you guys need help. I mean, look at you guys.
Wow.
Woof.
We're
But
not wrong.
puny ex-mortals.
Yeah. The bad guy that probably needs the most strength. You're sending the littles. The littles.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I now have a 43 passive athletics.
Dang.
Thelios, come to Team B. Come to this team. So Thelios is with me.
This is like picking people at a sports event. Sports
Yeah.
ball.
Gore. Is he strong? What is he? Gore, what do you do?
I look hot.
All
I'm
right.
here to be objectified by Lyra. That is what I was written for.
That's true. That's true. Oh, are we back at 0 exhaustion now too? Since we had a long rest.
Yo.
did you not hit the long
I
rest?
did. I did. I did.
Okay.
Okay.
See right
You
there where it
guys-
says I recovered 5 hit dice
Oh, so why were you asking?
because I still had a level of exhaustion.
Oh,
Can Balmetria heal?
my bad.
Yes.
Yeah. What does
Okay.
she do?
So then we'll have Valis will come with us for Team
Well,
B.
Valis can also heal, right? Valis is essentially a cleric.
So that I'm splitting up the
Oh,
healing.
can
Oh, I
Balmetria
thought-
heal? Oh, sorry. Did she heal? That's what I heard. She could.
Yeah, I'm just trying to split up potential heals. So if we're
Yeah. Just from what I've learned from us playing as them and also having them with us, Valis is a cleric, Kyra is a bard, Pitor is a barbarian. I don't know what Balmetria is.
I have some heals and I have the caduceus. So
Oh, I forgot you got that
right,
now.
the Caduceus.
yeah.
this might not be the best fight for me to have to worry about healing because I'm probably going to be wrestling a fucking kraken the whole time. But
Well then maybe
I can still throw out a healing word as a bonus action or something.
is it?
Not that that's worth a damn.
My God, this is like my name hell right here. I have to remember all these NPCs.
You're doing so good.
That
You're
one?
doing great,
Kyra.
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 Can Kyra, if Kyra's a bard, it might
Mhm.
not hurt to have somebody who could buff the people that might have to wrestle with this creature.
She brings
So-
so much baby oil to this party.
Girl, let's go.
No, we don't need baby oil. It'll be slippery. It'll be harder to hold on to.
It might be. No, I'm not gonna say it. Okay, so
So
then
think
should
of the
bring her
tentacles,
fishnets.
Telios. Think of
that's
the
what I was
tentacles.
thinking.
Your fishnets.
I'm a bard too.
Well, that I was gonna ask you,
Okay,
Lyra.
I don't really judge too much, but hentai I judge a little. Just saying. Just putting that out there.
Whoa.
I
First
appreciate the
new
art
god
history
rule of
it.
Thylea.
Oh,
No kink
God.
shaming in
Yeah.
Thylea. My first god proclamation. No king shaming in Thylea.
All right, where is Lyra going?
Pascal? Yeah, Lyra.
That
right?
was my next question. Where do we want me to go? Did we want me to stay and try and do other stuff?
I think
Did we
Brissa
think of
staying
anything else we need?
changes
Oh right,
everything.
I forgot Brissa isn't helping.
As much as I would love to have you with us, I would feel better if two light were together. Like I want us to pair off. So like I don't want Daphne to be alone without someone else from the light of Thylea. Like I have Teleos. I mean, I know he's new. I know we just got him.
Are you?
I feel like
I
you
mean,
were trying to be
Yanni will be
nice,
there
but
in
it
spirit.
sounded not nice.
Well, you
Yeah, it's coming up a little.
all I'm saying is that like
She wants Thalios for himself, people. Stop.
no, I
Okay.
don't want that. I just feel like I would feel better knowing that
Thalios.
I just
Oh yeah, speaking of Lyra's feelings, I guess since it's a new day, she would drink more ambrosia too. Before I
Or
forget
rub it
about
in.
that.
listen, Lyra. You go
I
where
forget
you
how much
want.
do you get? One, right?
You get 3. No, you get 3. It would put me at 30.
-3? Got it. -3. I think that's what sounds pretty good.
2,308 because that's what you just put.
I know.
I have a plus. I have a plus 1156 to my charisma.
Don't change it.
That's what you
David,
said.
don't
That's what
change
you
it.
said.
Wait, no. I was gonna click it before you changed it. Put it back.
Yeah.
I just want to click it.
Okay.
Just let her click it one
okay.
time.
What was it
Roll
again?
what it roll. Persuasion.
2,308.
Yeah, roll persuasion. Roll persuasion.
What should be a natural one? So much.
No big deal.
Lyra
no big
just
deal.
immediately seduces everyone on Thylea.
The behemoth. Kitamata joins in
Yeah.
all the hands.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh.
He even puts Hephaestus to
Da-
shame.
Daphne sees that, takes one look at her Jenkin friend, and just goes,
Yeah.
I'm assuming you don't want your mom to go. Daphne.
She's gonna say fuck off.
She's gonna say stay safe and Mitros.
And
She's
she'll
not.
say,
She's
yeah,
going
I
with
will
you.
be making Astoria safe. You're right.
No.
Yep.
No. Safe.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Safe and Mitros.
Mm-mm. She wants to fight.
Mm-hmm.
She just
I
goes,
don't care.
you can
That's-
fucking resurrect me after, right? You're a god now.
Oh God.
Just bring me
I
back.
would rather.
What's the
I'd
worst that
rather
could
not have
happen?
to do that. Please don't ever say that.
Oh. It'll be fine.
That's like inviting the worst.
I
thing
became
to
a
happen.
vampire and then that was gone almost immediately. You can take care of this. It's fine.
How?
Not everything has
How
to
do
be a
you think
terrible
you're going to-
tragedy. You know, that is just things that bards do for people who are too invested in storylines. In real life, you just kick ass and get out. That's it.
Darian, shut up. I don't want to hear it.
I'm just saying. First off, I don't know why you're arguing.
She
I
points
wouldn't fight
towards
with my
her.
mom. Yeah. Listen to your mother.
How's your mom doing? Maybe
She's
she should
great.
join you.
She's more than welcome. Is Astoria close to where they are? I would send her a message to. No, so she can't. There's not enough time.
Hey, does anyone want to ask me how my mom's doing?
We'll resurrect her.
See, and this is what I'm worried about. Is the resurrecting of mothers will come later.
Wait, Darian, if I don't
Yeah.
go with you, we won't be able to make sure that I go just as fast as you do all the time. Because
Maybe you should come with. I think Gore just said he's doing all this to show off to you. So maybe you should come with me. So you
Wait,
can
did
come.
he? Did he say
Yeah,
that?
Well, he said he was made for. He was literally made for you. So
Wait, what?
just come to the side.
he's a beef golem and was crafted just for you.
For you.
Oh man, we could get into such weird shits like Thylea
But
like,
I'm
found the
vegetarian.
best minotaurs over time and just made sure that they met each other.
Not me realizing how far Arisha was. It's like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, and
Yeah, you're
Themis,
right. It is really far from Themis.
Themis is a minute away.
That's the
A little.
All right.
Yeah.
The one thing we
Close to
would
you.
check right before we go is what is our ability to meet back up with each other?
Hmm.
We're okay. Okay, we're fine. All right.
Got it.
Meet
Also,
back
I have
here.
I have one more gift of alacrity that I could throw it on someone who wants it.
Daphne.
Yeah, give it to Daphne.
I guess if I'm going. Oh, I can't
What,
hear you,
David?
David. You're muted.
As
David.
far as that's concerned, reminder that the initiative is determined by you guys, so you're really just picking who out of the group goes sooner. And it's obviously going to be Darian.
Yes.
Well, I would just like to point out that Darian and Lyra have gone equally fast for the last couple sessions. And also, we tied in our Wednesday game on initiative too.
David, twice. Tied.
It's a
Um,
whole different server. There's literally zero bias. That's amazing.
I genuinely told Tyler, I said, I need you to stop. Like, this is too much copying, because
Amazing.
I always would roll first. Alright, well,
Sure,
think-
I'll give it to Daphne since I'm not coming with her anymore, I guess.
I will say, I imagine Spiro would want to come with us because, Arisa's hurting him, right?
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
I just don't know where Daphne is on this cluster of stuff anymore. So.
if Narcissus really wants to fight and wants to come, I wouldn't be upset about more people for us, but I don't know enough about what he does. I don't know. Maybe he'd want to be with his dragon sips.
I doubt Narcissus has any desire to save Arisa after
Yeah.
what happened to him there.
Yeah.
So Astoria, perfect.
We
And then
love
would
trauma.
Pascal want to come with you? Us, probably.
If he
Pascal,
comes
go
with
where we
anyone,
tell
would
him to.
probably want to be with Lyra. But then again, he could
Oh.
also just command him.
He's coming with us? I thought he was still. Alright.
I mean, at this point, this is like
well,
the finale.
yeah, I
for
mean
his
we're
troops.
going to the other two where the troops are, so that makes sense.
So is Lyra going to Astoria or Risha? You should go to Risha. That'll be okay.
We'll just flip a coin. Here we go. 1 through 10, I'll go to Astoria. 11 through 20, I'll go to Arisha.
Well, Bulbug is going wherever you're going.
I rolled another 20. Jesus fucking Christ.
Stop
I
it.
guess I'm going to Arisha. And I also need to stop rolling because I'm going to
Yeah.
keep wasting all these d20s.
Yeah. Before we all separate and leave,
Now it seems like there's way more people on the Arisha side
Mhm.
because everyone wants to go with me.
well, you could order one of them to go with. You could order Pascal to go with them.
Very good at it. Very accurate.
Yes.
Oh God, I want to just to be petty, but he'll be so mad afterwards.
So what? He broke up with
what?
you.
He wouldn't be mad.
Send him
He's doing his
away.
job.
What if I let him die?
No.
I'll kill your boyfriend.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll,
Quick.
yeah, I'll send Pascal with Daphne.
Alright, before we leave, I will go up.
Distance
hug-
makes the heart grow fonder.
I will hug Daphne, and I will tell her, I say, I know we kid and we joke, but I expect to see you here when this is all done.
Yeah,
You're
if you
gonna come
die,
back.
I'll resurrect you just to bring you. Just
You
to
shut
kill
up, Lyra!
you.
And I will just give you another really big hug, and I'll say, hell yeah, we're gonna kick some ass. And
Hell
then
yeah.
go back. Lyra, go say bye.
Hold on.
Bye,
I'm
bitch.
looking to see. I'm looking to see if there's literally anything else I could give to people. I don't think so.
Alrighty.
Oh. How difficult is it to add a spell on your side, David?
Not super
To
dope.
someone's spell
What do you
list?
need?
The Ambrosia also lets me cast Dominate Monster at will. I don't know how helpful that will be, but I keep forgetting that that's even an option.
Hell yeah. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I guess I'll go say bye to Daphne. I don't want to though, because when you tell people bye, it's like you're expecting them to not come back.
No, you're just telling them how much you appreciate them.
Is the dominant monster
in
at will?
case.
Remind me real quick.
It is, yeah. As long as my charisma is a 20 or above. I can't. Can we bring the cat with us? Which city is the cat going to?
Yeah, where's the cat?
She's no good. She runs and hides. So
I mean, that's what I would do.
Same, yeah. I mean, if it
Honestly.
gets
Like
real
that.
crazy, I'm out of there.
Alrighty. Then I'm going to get stuff set up and let's take a first quick break here. See you guys in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Alrighty, and with that, we should be back. Let me make sure all the graphs are doing the right thing. Nope. There we go. Well, oh, no. Yes. I was wrong. It was right. Okay. All right, with that, we are back. Plans have been made, and 2 behemoths are left to be fought. With that, Light of Thylea. What are the words that you say to each other before you part ways? The 3 fates, sorry, 2 of the fates and Talios, and the abandoned, sorry, Daphne. As you guys are splitting ways from each other, what do you say?
I mean, I hug Daphne. Everyone else, I would be like, keep her safe. We'll resurrect you if you die. No, I wouldn't say that. I would just say, kick ass.
Kick
Kill a
ass.
behemoth. Yeah.
Like, don't die. Also,
Yeah, like,
I
don't.
feel like that's
Promise
implied, but I feel like we should put it out there.
Yeah.
Promise me you'll never
Don't
die.
die.
Right
And
back at you both.
And then I look
At all
at
3.
Pascal. If you let Daphne die, I'll kill you.
He gives a
Aw.
little incline. No?
I know you're in capable hands. You guys are gonna do great.
Meet back here. When we're done.
Yeah, is this the return meeting spot? Are we just coming back to
Oh.
Vitros?
Did you talk to her before we go? Like, does she know where he's gonna pop out if we do?
Oh, that's right. That
We were
was
gonna
something we
talk to
talked
her.
about.
We were gonna ask her really quick.
He
David's
broke
dying.
David.
David's dying.
Oh
I'm
That
sorry.
part is
Am I
so
not right, David?
important. How did you let me forget about that part?
Sorry, I was
No,
distracted.
David's
What
laughing
part?
about my picture that I posted.
I mean, it's a selfie.
I know. I know. I feel like her so much right now.
Was
and I
that
hate
you?
it.
Was that you today? Were
Yeah,
you
you know what?
slaying like
I
that?
should be in jail. That's what I should be.
Did you talk like this at your?
I
Your
don't
audit
think my
thing.
voice could go that low.
Well, I mean, I'm probably at least a 5th below where she was, but she did go,
Oh, guys.
and it was all bullshit. It was all an act. She doesn't
Oh,
talk
I know.
like that. So yeah,
Lyra, I think you should go. Thylea.
Do we have time?
I mean, how long does this take? But we do gotta go. I'm looking at this thing called the sundial. We really gotta go.
Not this thing called a sun.
no, you're standing the wrong direction.
Oh, thanks, Thylea.
That's why we don't normally wear them in our wrists.
You're right.
Makes
I gotta
Or you
find the
take
sun.
that.
Oh, it takes a minute. And also, it hurts me. Do we keep forgetting that it hurts me? Is that how we want to start these fights? With me hurt?
No, I guess not.
Like how hurt?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, alright, fine. I just thought it would be nice to know if she knew, but I guess if she's the land, he's probably huge, so we'll
Well,
see.
he's really big. He'll probably be everywhere. There probably won't. She'll probably be like, "Girl, you won't be able to miss him." Okay, that's probably the answer that she's gonna give me.
And you know,
Alright,
I'm sure she has a plan on how to get us all to him when the time comes. She definitely would have
She's-
gotten us this far and then overlooked that little insight, right?
I absolutely love her to death. Love serving her. But I do feel like we should also have a plan. So do we want to meet up here if we
Sure.
can? Mitros?
If we can.
If
Meat
we can.
roast, get it?
Yeah, meet a rose.
Ooh.
Boo.
But if he is that big, I guess we'll fight him wherever we are. So
I guess so. Alright.
Maybe he'll
Yeah,
just
the
show
team.
up right in the middle of both of us.
Yeah, for convenience sake.
yeah. Maybe he'll shrink himself down. I don't know.
Maybe he'll just give up. Maybe he'll be like, "Wow, you guys did really good for all of this. So actually, you guys win."
I'm
And then he
already,
gives us a round of applause with all of his hands.
It's a little loud, I'm sure. But...
Does anyone in our group have a teleport? And I look at everybody in our group. There's
A couple of the
too many
NPCs
teleport.
raise their hand.
Raise your hand if you can teleport.
I mean,
See if we can teleport.
I could have prepared transport via plants if I'd have thought about it, but I didn't.
No, you're good.
I
Does
just-
teleport 6 or is it 10 or 7?
What? Oh, 10, I think.
Okay. Everyone huddle up.
For a second, I thought you
Yeah,
meant like
teleport
spell
is 10.
level, and I was like, 10 doesn't exist anymore.
It doesn't like it. 10th level. Same with 22nd level. All right. So I would be like, all right, everyone, let's huddle up. We're gonna teleport.
All right.
Oh,
Every-
I'm part of this.
Everybody starts to split up. All right, with that, what I would like you guys to do, and this is going to be kind of funky, is we're going to start rolling initiative here, as I'm going to describe where you ultimately find yourselves. With that, let me see here.
I don't know if it's gonna matter, but it looks like Balmitria has an exhaustion level.
She did. She had 2 exhaustion levels the day prior,
Okay,
and now
okay, she
she's
had
down to
2.
1.
Okay.
Is hers
Sorry
a
if
god
that was already
one?
addressed and I missed it.
Yeah, is that not one that we can get rid of?
She's not a god anymore, is she?
She is not a god
Well,
anymore.
So,
So, yeah, greater rest of that shit.
What's the one that Heffy has? Does he have a god exhaustion?
Those are all god exhaustions. He got most of those during the fight with your Medusa friend.
He's so
which is
tall.
why I wanted him to stay behind
He's
because he's probably
fine.
still
He's fine.
exhausted.
You know he's not.
He's like,
You
I'm always
know
exhausted.
he's gonna sacrifice himself with wishes to keep you alive.
And I don't want that.
We're all just gonna relax.
Damn, Thylea.
Jesus Christ.
Damn!
Okay,
Unacceptable! You don't get to go first.
Oh no.
hold
Why
on.
did you have to click
Come
first?
on, Lyra. Oh!
Wait, we both have a D8.
Wait,
Or wait, no, I gave the other one to Daphne. I have a D8.
Let it be a 1. Come on, make it a 1. Make it a 1.
A 2!
Oh, I'm
Oh,
one
You rolled a
under.
d10.
Alright,
Or-
let's see.
Oh, you're right. I did roll a D10. Just kidding. Ignore
You
that.
dirty
Ah.
cheater!
That's okay. You get to go first this time. I know you love going first.
No, I hate going first. Also, Daphne rolled a
Daphne, look at
33.
you go! Roll that 8. Roll that 8.
Roll that 8.
Come on, 41.
Get an 8. Oh, close though.
Damn.
Still first. Oh my god, guys.
Oh,
Guys.
no.
For the first time in Light of Thylea
Whatever.
history, let the lore nerds and historians reflect that this was the first time that Clancy got to go first in initiative ever after 10 plus years of playing. Congratulations. It's a big
What does
moment
it say
for
that
you.
you're going first and it's because you're with all your family?
I'd like to thank my family and my friends,
Peter was
the
just
few
like-
that believed in me. God damn it.
And who gave you gift of alacrity?
Yeah, your date
Beyonce.
sisters.
You forgot to thank Beyonce.
Oh, you did
You're right,
forget to thank
and thank you,
Beyonce.
Beyonce. Please do not.
You don't want to offend the beehive.
Definitely not.
Alrighty. Let me get my handy dandy initiative ready then.
Can I redo all of that and just waste my nat 20 on my initiative?
Oh
No.
my god, girl.
I would be so upset with you.
And yet it would be so on brand.
It would be. Let spite take you far. Just
Actually, if I rolled a nat 20, Daphne would still be one ahead of me.
I did roll a nat 20, and I'm behind all of you bastards.
Oh no.
but you have foresight.
Alrighty. With that
Pretty
then.
sure I could that.
As you guys teleport away, Talios, Darian,
Kisses.
Lyra, you suddenly teleport into a city that is very much on alert. You can see still the damage of many of the places throughout that have been absolutely annihilated when you guys, laid siege upon Regia yourself and have not really been rebuilt yet. There's just not enough time. Nonetheless, the warrior monks and even some undead creatures seem to be coming together trying to fight off what appear to be weird octopus monsters. And this is not just like one creature that you do see looming off in the distance. We'll get there in a second. But you see what appears to be some kind of a mixture between a xenomorph in the top. It's kind of like an eel that has like a back plating that runs all the way from the front of the cranium down its back with like crustacean like spikes poking out from places. You see like what look like humanoid arms kind of protruding from the sides and turning into these long vicious claws. And then you can see at the bottom it turns into definitely like a Ursula, like lower half. Stop it, both of you guys, stop it. I'm not gonna bring the fucking spray bottle out. Jesus Christ, I see you fucking typing. I see the little smiles. Stop it. Just stop. As you see the tentacles kind of fan out, and there seem to be hundreds of these creatures in Aresia already fighting the people there. All of the NPCs and you are looking at each other in that moment. As Valis grabs Spyra and both of them kind of start to ascend into the sky, Gore jumps upon Kyra's back. They also start to fly around and start to swoop out. The trickster kind of looks between the three of them and just goes, maybe I should have woken her up. And maybe I should be drunk for this. Let's have some fun! And he just kind of starts fanning out as well. As with that, you guys suddenly... There was something in the background, and it's like in the morning, so there's that rising sun from the east that's kind of like just giving this beautiful purple and orange and fire, like red glow to the clouds that are kind of in the western horizon there. And as you look upon that, you didn't realize that there was something super massive, something that truly towers over the city of Aresia and the ports there. Something that easily looks like it's maybe a mile large. Thylea, immediately, as you look upon this mountain of a creature starting to approach, you get a ping in your chest because you recognize that trident that is in its hand. Hergeron, the most adept builder of all of your siblings, made that trident. And then you notice that upon its brow, kind of underneath this mass, what looks like convoluted, deep crevice, kind of like grayish skin that is just so high up in the sky, a vicious red eye kind of turns down towards you. And you can see the markings of the titans on the sides, just barely peeking through those crevices, and elephantine, just like grayish skin. Your father, whatever else he did, you look up and you see that he turned one of your brothers into one of these behemoths, these monsters designed to destroy the peoples of Thylea. As you see this creature, this thing that he has become, it looks like kind of similar. He, instead of a mouth, seems to have these writhing tentacles that go back and forth. He has actually what looks like a quintuplet of red eyes that all kind of look down with one massive one in the center. You can see that in the back he has these very merfolk-like fins that kind of poke out. You can see two massive arms that end in 4 fingers, in clawed fingers. You can see that there's more writhing tentacles that run all the way from his shoulder blades down his back and then end into a mass that is just more and more of these things.
Can I... First of all, what was my relationship with Hergeron like?
Hergeron was a little bit of a... Here's the oldest. So he always acted like he knew best. And there was a little bit of that assumption that he just had a birthright to rule Thylea. And that was something that didn't sell with Sidon. Thylea overall was relatively removed from the drama. He just always enjoyed just being in, being in a place where he could enjoy Thylea's gifts, help its people. Hergeron was obsessed, much like Sidon, honestly, and that's the one thing where they agreed on, with artifice. He loved creating things, and he had a weird obsession of creating a legacy that would ultimately allow him to surpass your father, and that was one of the big goals that he had. You know that he worked on something that he called the Celestial Gate, something that would allow him to pull in divine power to help in a greater ascendancy that would ultimately turn him into a greater god. And then one day, he disappeared. As far as your relationship goes, how do you think Thalias would have felt about Hergoron and his grand dreams?
I mean, given what you just described, I think he probably would have been like, whatever. You two fight over that shit. I don't really care. I doubt they were terribly close, but probably, I doubt any animosity either. It's what if that feels right based on what you were describing.
100%. Oh, and let's switch over so that everybody at home can see this too. This is what we're looking at. Alrighty. I should also make you guys a little bit bigger.
I do have a question. I know it's not my turn yet, but just since we're here staring at this ridiculously enormous creature,
Bryson?
how big can I get? Like, if we're supposed to try and get this thing out of the water, can I even approximate where I could get a hold of something more than the tip of his talon?
You haven't tried getting bigger than something that could touch the tip of his talon, but there you could work on that.
Okay.
As this is happening, we switch over to Astoria. Daphne, you and your family, pretty much, plus Pascal, show up to defend your city. Holy shit, it is literally just your family. As you teleport in, there's already a burning, smoky fog that hangs over all of Astoria. Within that fog, every once in a while, you see what appears to be red lightning just like cascading around buildings and through the sky. It's kind of hard to see further than maybe 100 feet, and that is even with your enhanced godly vision. But then you just see two burning points in the distance, what looks like two small suns considering the city. And as these eyes seem to consider, it's almost like Sauron's eye, as the gaze looks over buildings, you can see that the granite cracks. And as there are some centurions who have been trying to set up a ballista, the light just kind of cascades across them, and you can see as the wood immediately ages and petrifies, the string that was holding the bolt taut just turns into ash, and you see the people just putting up their hands as they almost instantaneously seem to disintegrate under this gaze, as the dragons similarly kind of look at each other. And Pascal just kind of puts his hands behind his back and looks towards you, Daphne. Well, it appears that we have arrived. What are your orders?
I hate that it's this motherfucker asking me one of my orders because you know he's expecting me to flounder.
You told me to send him with you.
I did not tell you.
I felt it in your heart. I felt it. We're connected. I could hear your thoughts.
Get out of here, Lara. Okay, so it sounds like he's pretty close to the city at this point then?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Do I have the helmet back on then, like we had talked about?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Hephaestus lifts up the helmet, is like, so the holes should fit in a little bit better. There are little hinges that you can pull there, and then you can just like put it on, and then you can like lock it back in. It's like, I call them like little safety clasps. And he kind of like attaches it and kind of ka-chink, ka-chink.
Great. Love that. Okay, fantastic. Then with that, I think the plan is to try and distract the behemoth, get it to not be gazing at the city. Obviously, we need to be avoiding its gaze as well. But I need to... The way to defeat it is to have it consume a sun if I'm remembering correctly, or what was the wording, guys? Do you
Bring
remember
the sun
exactly?
inside of it. That's the tip that you
Bring
guys
the
got.
sun inside of it, right? Okay. We're avoiding its gaze because it just petrified a bunch of shit and made everything really old.
Oh,
Petrified
okay,
medicine.
So
okay,
that
okay.
seems like
Okay,
not
okay,
a
okay.
good thing.
I missed that part.
Yeah, it's okay.
I was too busy
It's
like
not your fault,
awooga-ing at him. Got it. It petrifies stuff. Got it.
And this is secretly why we didn't bring Lyra to the fight with the massive horned creature.
Look, I will have you know, above table, our second plan was for Lyra to use a wish to try and remake the sun goddess's crown because it let her cast Sunburst, and she was gonna put herself inside of the behemoth.
That's true. Give credit where credit's due. Lyra.
That was our plan B, but we went with the other plan.
So yeah, the plan is I will try to do a bunch of great radiant damage from the inside of the beast.
Alrighty. As you are currently in the city and everybody gets ready, Narcissus, Pascal, and Leto climb upon the backs of Vulcan, Balmetria, and Pitor. You guys start to fly towards the creature. All right.
Yeah.
Daphne, as you fly towards it, what's your intent? What would you like to accomplish?
What would I personally like to accomplish? This first go round, I guess, try to figure out a good way to. We needed to consume, the sun. I need to find a way to get in without dying, and just from looking at the picture, I have a feeling that I don't know. I'm getting a sense of like a fire breath or something that scares me. So I need to at least spend some time to figure out or at least a round to figure out a good way of how to go about this, a good route, if you will.
Alrighty. So
that's what Daphne needs to do.
With that, let's say as you kind of like tell everyone we need to figure out how to best approach this, you all start flying up. What I would love for you to do, and do you want to use a couple of the NPCs to help you out?
Not really, but yeah, I guess since it's me.
Happy and her mom. We all know.
I don't have a DM inspiration. I'm terrified.
Oh, we should have a fate inspiration since we took a long rest.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Does Thylea get one of those or not?
Oy.
That's fine. That's why I asked now, because if I asked when I needed one, then you'd feel bad.
That's true. That is true. I appreciate
Well, now we still feel bad, but we'll forget about it when you do it.
Brissa has one, so I'll use. You know what? I'll trade your Brissa's for you, so you have one now.
Oh,
I'll just keep track of it on Brissa's sheet.
We gave Thylea a ring, didn't we?
Maybe
not. I don't remember.
I hate to pick a family member. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you think Pitor or Balmetria would be better at figuring out a good way to?
Two.
You literally
Yeah,
only
you can
have
bring
one
them both,
option
yeah.
that's not a family member, or
Yeah.
you know that, right?
Yeah. Yes. And if
Yeah.
he dies, Lyra will kill me, for some reason. So.
Do you know what you should do? Risk it all. Bring your boyfriend and my ex-boyfriend, and see who comes out on top.
That's so messy.
Hey.
Yeah, but she can't be mad because you risked your love too. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
We'll move things along. I'll go for both Balmetria and Pitor because I feel like they're gonna have the best.
Want to see God Wrath kill Lyra's
I'd like to
ex-boyfriend?
think Pitor has the good combat sense of it, whereas Balmetria has the more strategic side. I'm hoping that'll work, but
Okay. For this one, I would like you to make me an acrobatics check.
Yep.
Nice. And then roll me. Let's see. Rolled me 2d4.
One and two. Nice,
Okay.
great.
You start to fly up. As all of you guys are starting to come out of the smoke, you nod to Mitra, you nod to Pitor as they kind of like start fanning out, and the eyes seem to almost immediately kind of clock that something happened and look up, and it's almost like it's interesting because the view field is clearly wider than it is, but there seems to be almost like this crackling energy in the center of the irises itself that extends like a line outward from those pupils. And as you kind of like feel that this condensed hatred, this an annihilating laser beam pass by you, you see as some of your by your wing the feathers seem to kind of like be detached from your wing itself and momentarily just kind of float into that beam and immediately just turn into dust. And at that point it tries to track you as you just do somersaults. Pitor similarly trying to like keep everyone safe, kind of like flying in front of its view as the two of you dart in and out. Balmitria behind is going to look over, trying to find a secure path, and you see that mountain range. You might be able to use that as a bit of a cover to fly in closer to get towards the monster itself. And that is going to be a first success against the behemoth. Well done. Alrighty, up next, we have got Lara. Hold on, let me do this.
Wait, no, I lied about wanting to go first.
You wanted this.
You chose this.
This is what you want.
You didn't have to give yourself gifted alacrity.
But I always do. The one time I don't is when everything goes wrong.
All right, Lara. As people are starting to straddle up, you see the tentacle monsters attacking the people of Aresia. And there's just this towering mountain of tentacle boy just in the ocean just beyond. What do you say? What do you do?
So he's like real big. Like real big.
Real big.
I mean, it's Aresia, guys. What if we just...
So
No,
no, this is Yanni's home.
You're right. So mountainous Kraken boy is in the ocean. All the little xenomorphs are in Aresia already?
It appears so.
Fuck. I don't know. I didn't think about what to do with the Kraken boy. All we planned for was the shadow behemoth.
That actually does feel so much like us. That really does.
You have to get something the size of a mountain out of the ocean.
Flash him. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You know, I got to say, I saw a really convincing video once that proved that the Titans from Attack on Titan couldn't physically support their own weight. So he already can't exist. We're done.
That makes me feel better. He could never be in the real world.
Right.
He'd be so fucked.
Oh, God. I just don't want to be like, I cast a spell, because I know we're trying not to do that.
Well, if you need
But
to.
I don't even know what I would cast.
Oh.
I guess. Did Bulbug fly off with one of the dragons, or is he still with us?
No, Bulbug. Where the fuck did Bulbug go? Oh, Bulbug
He's
is not
down
part of this
here.
fight anymore.
Oh.
Just kidding. He's right there.
Oh. I know you said people were flying off. I just couldn't remember if you...
Gore's taking the front. Bulbug is taking the back.
Hell yeah. I don't know. Darian's smarter than me, so I think I don't think I'm gonna be able to do anything to help get this Kraken out of the water. So I might just do damage control and try and at least keep some people from getting killed by the xenomorphs. Oh god, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I would take Bullbug and just try and hold the line. I don't know what kind of check that would be, though. How could I use a persuasion check?
I can't hear you.
I
Deception
think
might
you're
work.
muted.
You could try to rally the monks that are left to kind of like organize them into a single strike force, like an army that strikes back.
Oh, true. Do I have any troops left here, or are they all dead?
As far as you know, yes.
Cool. Then yeah, I think that's what I would do.
Okay.
I will take... There's no one else with us, right? Everyone else left.
Yes.
Vera and Gore and the Trickster and everyone left. Okay.
Mhm.
Then yeah, I'll just try and find all of the people that are still able and
Okay.
try and rally and get
All
people
right.
back up on their feet.
Go ahead and make me that persuasion check if you would, and then wait. Before you do you have anyone else help you? Bullbug, you said?
Well, that's what I was asking. They all left, right? Could I still use them to help?
The turns here are a lot longer, so you could like have Bullbug help you.
Okay, then I definitely want Bullbug for strength
Okay.
and maybe Kyra to help rally.
Bullbug did not roll very well. Do you want to use your DM inspiration to have him reroll?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
I don't want him to die.
Alrighty. That's better. Alrighty, go ahead and mark off your DM inspiration, and then go ahead and roll me that persuasion check, please.
I rolled a nat 20 again. 42.
Nice.
Yes.
You start gathering people, shouting towards them. It's like, you can do it, you can do it. And as you kind of like, say inspiring things to the people of Eresia, and kind of like flying about by yourself, you do see hopeful faces looking up that are besmirched with soot and salt water and tears running and blood. And you can see as they look up with hope towards you. Kyra kind of flying around as Bullbug, just like from every once in a while, just like they grabbed a fishing net from the pier, and he's just like attached, kind of hanging off of it like an aerial acrobat, as Kyra just like has him in the net in the town. So he's like, yes, this is fucking awesome, as he just like cuts off heads left and right whenever he can. As you guys are going through, you, or at least I should say Kyra, doesn't notice in time, as suddenly things are flying towards you guys. At first there's just like water that falls. It's like a little mist of salt, and then you look up and you can see that kind of like in the middle of a motion of like what looks like a small lake, having been picked up and thrown at you guys. Except the water is really connecting what looks like half a dozen triremes, the ships of ancient Greek origin. And it's like a flak cannon of ships striking in, and one of them clips Kyra. Alrighty. And she...
It's just an entire ship. What can
Hey,
it do?
Lyra. I'm just wondering how things are going. I hope you're keeping my family safe.
Our message
Hi.
spell only goes 120 feet.
Like,
You are able to rally people as they're starting to come together. Some of the ships are raining down upon the city now. As people are crushed, and you hear the "oh!" kind of like very stereotypical death cry that is in every game. As you kind of like get the people together, they're building a little bit of a phalanx around you as they're kind of pushing forward, and you literally have like one of those like shield over shield over shield, like turtle-like formations that moves like a sphere as they're trying to give you guys as much cover as possible. Reinforced by a Bulbug who's just like, push! Push! For the best goddess ever! As he's just like driving the people forward.
All right. Take it down a notch.
Never! Darian.
yeah.
You know what we could have done that I didn't think of until just now?
Tell me.
Just as a precautionary measure, is all of us could technically cast water breathing.
So it's so funny because I was thinking water breathing or water walk. I wasn't quite sure which one.
I didn't think, hey, we're going to this giant monster in the ocean. Maybe
Yeah.
we should be able to breathe underwater.
I will go for my turn. Let's do that. So that's a great thing for us to do.
Why are we the ones that have to save the world?
Well, okay, so actually, I'll look at Thylea and I'll be like, so I guess we're not dragging this thing out? Like, because, like, would it be easier for you if you could walk on the water or in the water? Or does it not matter?
I was going to try to push it from the air.
From the air. Okay. So let's do water breathing in case he knocks you out of the air. So we'll do that. So I'll cast. Yeah.
David, is that even necessary, or do god things breathe water?
I think technically Teleaeus can also cast it at will. You have all of the god stuff too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
this is
how
me
I'll
just-
say you essentially have God stuff, is by essentially casting it at will.
Yeah, I'm just making it so he wouldn't have to
Sure.
cast it on his turn. So I just look at
And you can cast it on a bunch of people, so like
10.
Like up to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So I'll be like, wait, before you go, shut up, Lyra, and I'll tab. Is it Shift tab? Make it easier for you, so you don't have to apply it.
Please appreciate it. Beautifully done.
And
Don't put it on Harrigan. I'm just kidding. You didn't.
no,
not that it matters.
It
wanna make
reverses
a
it
fair
from him. He's like,
fight.
dies.
yeah. So that would be my action would be to like buff everybody and do that. And then just because I feel like she would do it, is her bonus action to observe the creature. Just get a sense of this guy. I mean, she knows that there's probably nothing in regards to like vulnerability, resistances that would surprise her, but I think she'd still want to get a sense of the opponent.
Sure.
So
With that
Do we
one,
want to guess?
go ahead and make me just a perception check.
I love those. I love those.
I'm gonna throw a couple out. Immune to cold damage. Immune to lightning damage. Oh, okay.
Damn, all the net 20.
Jesus Christ! Guess the ending's
Our
gonna be a
foresight
lot
works
easier than
again.
I expected. Holy shit. So,
Foresight works again.
as a reminder with the other fight too, it is pretty much resistant to everything, and then certain things it is outright just immune to. For example, it is immune to cold damage, it is immune to thunder damage, it is immune to fire damage, interestingly enough. As you consider it though, with your natural 20, as that is another success for Hergron, you notice something
Is
else.
it immune to trauma?
No. It feeds on trauma and drama.
Drama and
You,
trauma.
David, don't
Oh, okay.
confuse
So
the
he's
nonsense with
messy.
the DM.
So he's messy.
Very messy. Very. Have you seen that mouth? As
Oh,
as you consider the creature, there's something weird happening. When you have something so large wading through the sea, or even just standing inside of it, you would expect the water to kind of be pushed away and then come back in. Here, you see as the water is pushing towards this creature, and you can see these massive like tears on its side that seem to be actively pulling in more and more of the sea salt water. It seems to be almost like it's absorbing in its lower torso, kind of like right at the hip line area where it's poking out of the water, where there's just like this sick fishy six-pack abs kind of like just shining through. I gotta do fan service.
look away. Gotta look away from the abs. Are
Like,
they like
okay,
gills?
I see slits in the.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my god, come back.
You suddenly see a whale rise and then splash. But as you look upon it, it definitely
Thylea
seems
just
like
thinks, it's even worse than Yanni told me.
his body his body is actively pulling in more seawater into itself, kind of like again at that hip area.
So it's like, do they look like gills almost? Like big
You
gills?
could say that. There's like these
Okay.
massive red fans that seem to be kind of like attached.
Okay.
That's probably why.
So
we
I
get him
would
out of the
throw
water.
that out to the group, and I would say, we might not have to pull them out. Just plug that up. Listen, I was trying to think of a better way. Close them.
I love the idea. Do we have a better plan for that?
I don't know.
You hear
Also-
this conversation between Darian and Lyra. Thalios, what do you do?
I cast power word.
I
Close.
cast reverse gravity.
Okay.
He's
As
so
you
big.
do that, let's see. Go ahead and obviously use the spell. But then,
I was also thinking the same thing, but he's so big.
But what if you did the reverse gravity so it pulled him closer to us?
Well, it's just.
you know what?
It's just
As
up and
part
down.
of this, make me a survival check. And
Darian's
wait,
not
before you do,
the caster, she's just a half caster.
is there anyone that you're trying to use for this one and to help you out?
Let's see. Kyra got kind of fucked up, right?
So you use
She's
Kyra.
fine. She's fine.
I will ask the trickster and Valis to lend me their guidance and magical strength.
Alrighty. So go ahead and roll your survival check, and then we'll see.
Okay, I'm okay at these, not great. But I have foresight, so fingers crossed.
Okay.
27
Okay.
plus 2d4?
1d4.
But I asked for 2 people.
I know.
David said, screw your foresight. I'm just kidding.
31.
Somebody rolled the one.
Alrighty. 31. I need you to roll me a d100 now.
Yes.
Okay, guys, big numbers. Think big numbers. Big numbers. Big numbers.
Big
Yeah!
Fucking 7.
We love big numbers.
Yay!
It was a
Watch
good
us-
year. I turned 20.
Lyra, Darian, you two are bickering back and forth and kind of throwing some jibes and jokes at each other as Thalius just
We
suddenly
weren't bickering.
flies upwards, followed by the vile trickster and Valis flying up. As Thalios, you kind of consider really just the bay of Arisia itself, looking at the water flows, and indeed you can see that there's like this massive churn. It should be maybe like it almost seems like it should be a maelstrom, but it doesn't go down, it goes up and into the base of Hergoron once more. As Valis kind of seems to put together, he's absorbing it, but do you see, wait, the water is actually disappearing inside of him. Where is it going? What is the purpose? As the trickster just goes, so are we doing this or not? As he just flies forward, and then he kind of like lands kind of like in the air. Thalius next to you, as he's like, double high five, come on, right here. Bam! And suddenly, as he pulls this energy, the two of you suddenly create what looks like a translucent blue golden net between the two of you. As he pulls it back and pulls it sideways, suddenly it seems to just like supernaturally, defying any sense of scale and rationality outward. As you two kind of like fly away and kind of like overlay this entire net over the area above Hergoron, as your brother's gaze kind of lands upon the two of you and kind of follows what you two are doing. Suddenly, as you hear the shot from the trickster go, "Let go!" As he lets go and you let go at the same time. Suddenly, this entire net is really staying in the air above it as rivulets of water are starting to fly upwards. And Hergoron kind of like starts to also lift. The stream of water seems to be following with Hergoron upwards, but he does seem to be starting to be lifted hundreds of feet into the air as you hear the Vile Tricksters kind of hooting and hollering, "Woohoo! Yes, what a fucking dope!" And you see the trident swing through the air directly towards the Vile Trickster.
Oh no!
At least it's not valid.
Resurrect him.
He's technically a god, right? So he'll come back to life.
Well, who prays to him?
Yanni.
You see him. You see him get cleaved.
No,
like,
his human parts and his
fuck!
goat parts.
You see his left arm and left leg completely shared off. It is insane to see some weapon that is this large be swung with such precision. And like when I say cleaved off, they're gone. Like the left arm is gone, the left leg is gone, the left side of his body is gone, as the Vile Trickster just throws up blood and begins to kind of cascade downward. He's still alive, but he's looking extremely rough. However,
Still alive.
that counts as a success. You guys are fucking
Oh,
gods
that's a
now.
success.
Oh my god, David just killed a man.
Just let it die.
Daphne, your squad is starting to move towards that mountain range. That
Help with the whole German war crimes thing. Just saying.
I mean, listen, you picked the right GM. As you see that mountain range that hopefully is going to protect you guys on your approach towards the behemoth, what would you like to do?
Yes. Okay.
Oh shit!
I think.
Oh shit! I forgot that they have end of turn abilities, and we're gonna be
Yeah.
using those real quick. Okay.
No.
No. If you forget, you don't get to do it. That's how it works.
DM, I don't stand by that.
You see one of the claws it's almost like, have you ever put like your hand into sand where the sand kind of just pushes up and creates this almost like dough is kind of like pushing away from your fingers, kind of like piling up upon itself. The creature does that as its hand pushes into the smoke on Aresia, and kind of like as it does, suddenly you see a much larger hand kind of emerge out of that and try to grasp. Okay, this is going to affect all of the NPCs. Daphne too. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Guys, I count as an NPC now.
Yeah.
I said,
Yeah,
Daphne.
bro.
My God.
Sorry, you said Constitution saving
It's
throw.
Daphne and the
Too
posse.
sassy.
Yes, con saving throw, please.
Daphne and fam.
Daphne and Fam. Okay.
Thank
Would you like to re-roll that before I announce results?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna
No.
keep that 31.
That's a terrifying question when you roll a 31.
Yeah, for real, because I know Clancy luck statistics. I can't get better than a 15.
Mhm.
Like,
I mean, statistically unlikely,
yeah.
certainly.
Save that inspiration for the
And given my
D100
experience
roll that
with
you need
with
later.
your dice rolls over the 2.5 years I've known you, even more statistically unlikely.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right, Daphne. I need you to
Yeah.
roll me a d4, please.
Not so much damage, I'm just gonna take crate.
But there's
It's just
7
like-
NPCs, David. She
Okay.
doesn't get 7d4.
I'm tracking the NPC separately.
I'm just kidding. Let's
Daphne?
go. Yeah.
Oh no, sorry. I was just focused. You lose 4 hit dice from your Oathbreaker pool.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, that's oof.
The smoke hits
okay.
all of you guys as it just like seems to obscure your vision, which will have some consequences in a second, but seems to kind of like follow around you guys. And as it kind of pushes into your lungs, into your being, you are a supernatural demigod. You have the ability to heal, and you see your skin kind of like try to wriggle against this, but you hear the screams of some of the more mortal beings. The same thing seems to be happening to them. They don't have as many hit dice as you do, and you don't know what will happen when the hit dice reach 0.
Is it a free action to yell at my mom to get the fuck back?
Fuck you!
God fucking damn it.
All right, Daphne, it is officially your turn. What do you do?
Okay, so it sounds like vision is obscured, but still trying that route of like getting to the mountain. And at this point, I think we need to get the behemoth's attention, like to be away from the town, away from Astoria.
Alrighty. So you're going along the lines of like the mountainside?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead and give me a either a survival or a perception check with disadvantage.
Is it a flat roll because of foresight?
Yeah, so it's just going to be straight roll if you hold control.
Well, it's the same either way, so I guess we'll go for it. We'll go for survival.
All right.
Hey.
Oh, but you
No, I definitely we'll hit the 2. We'll take the 2. Yeah, I know I held down control. I think I accidentally let go right as it was still rolling.
Do you want to use your Fatespiration?
Yes.
Oh my god, it's a natural 20. Look at that. All right, go to mark up your
Thanks.
as you're able to successfully kind of like you know these peaks and valleys better than most people. You have trained in there. You and your mom went hiking there on many occasions. It's kind of, if it wasn't so dire, this would be a beautiful view of your childhood, kind of flying through these mountain paths, seeing the different maintained and unmaintained paths that you have taken, some of the lakes within the mountain itself. And it's just terrifying to now see all of that, just like this black smoke that has these little lightning bolts kind of crackling inside of it, sometimes striking at trees and just turning them immediately into ash, and like a portion of it. It's almost like only a third of the tree turns into ash and flies away as it crackles down. As you guys are flying behind the mountain, the tip of it suddenly, as you see what seems to be kind of like the gaze of the creature trying to look up above, and you see some of the very tippity top of that mountain range kind of like cascading down into a massive avalanche, annihilating a portion of the trees, the forest. One of the groves that you loved in particular just completely get covered into this stuff. But that was a success. Very well done. As you guys are flying around, and now the head of the beast looks easily as large as the palace itself. Well, each of the horns similarly in size, as you become almost face to face, or at least that's what it feels like, as the creature had been looking up, didn't expect you guys coming around, and in the next round you'll be able to see the creature react to that. All right, for you guys, as Hergeron has kind of started being lifted up and all the water is starting to kind of flow up, you see again the Vile Trickster pin kind of like starting to fall down. As Hergeron kind of looks around, his vision suddenly meets yours, Thylea. And in your mind, you hear a garbled voice. It certainly still has a similar cadence, a resemblance to the brother that you once had, but now changed. Horrific.
Thou shalt obey me, brother. Let us wipe these mortals out and start anew.
I don't know how much of that get through.
Enough.
Cool. Let's wipe out all these mortals. Let's start new, brother. Yeah. And with that, Thylea, I would like you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
Okay.
24.
Would you like to
You rolled a
use your
6 and a
DM inspiration
9.
for that?
What did you say, Tyler?
You rolled a 6 and a 9.
Yeah.
Nothing important. Nothing important.
You know what? Yeah, I will re-roll that.
Okay, let's just roll one more
'Cause I
die,
don't feel like
please.
that's going to succeed.
And hey, his modifiers are +6, +9.
Hey.
I'm going to try holding control and see if it does it right for a single roll. I guess we'll take the 24.
Okay. Talios. A sensation that you're very familiar with. A power that Lutheria had certainly used on you before overcomes you. And there's a moment where you think, no. And your mind goes black. The net above Hergeron suddenly shifts. It turns 90 degrees. Its area affected by the spell seems to shift with it, almost like a searchlight. As this fulcrum is turned, the water suddenly pushes forward as Hergeron kind of like stays towards that, but then seems to move his claw, and the water splits in half. Part of him is being kept up by this anti-gravitational net that was created, as the other half suddenly pushes up into a massive tsunami that now is moving towards the city. Lyra, you see this happen. What do you do? And yes, you see that something suddenly happened with Talios.
I don't have anything to fix that. Oh. Can I just cast Greater Restoration on Talios?
You could certainly try.
Oh, it's probably going to be a roll-off because it's behemoth shit.
It's a roll-off, guys. Let's do it. Let's go. This is what D&D is. Throw
But
a die.
I used
Yep.
my inspiration on Bulba.
I have my damn inspiration. I'll gift it to you if we need it.
Okay, if I see
Yes,
this reverse
use the last
gravity,
inspiration, use it.
if I see this reverse gravity going weird, and Talios obviously dissociating,
Wouldn't you?
Dissociating, yeah.
I am.
Um,
I'm just kidding.
in the middle of a fight, yeah.
Yeah. That's what Darian does whenever she looks at something. She's just disassociating.
I imagine all the conversations with Helios to go exactly like that. He's just like telling her all this personal stuff, and she's just dissociating and just staring directly at something.
Yeah. Cars. Oh my god, how long until we learn how to make cars?
Yeah, I'll try and cast Greater Resto on Talios.
All right. You fly over towards him as you gather the energy and you tap him with it. What I would like you to do is, let's see here. Go to make me an Arcana check. And are you having anyone help you?
Ooh, probably, because it's probably going to be difficult. I don't want to kill Kyra, though.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
It's a little derivative.
Once is a teeny accident, but doing it twice, it's kind of like you've done it on purpose at that point. So I'll take Valis this time.
Alrighty, Valis is going to fly in there with you.
Does she have? Because she's a cleric.
Uh-huh.
Does she have like I don't know how she would help,
Mhm.
other than a D4, obviously mechanically. But does she have like dispel magic or anything?
She could use either or. I'm gonna make it the same roll for her. But yeah, we can definitely say as she kind of like tries to tear the bonds off of his mind, and you go in there and trying to like at the right time just boop his forehead to try to clear it of this outside domination. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check, please.
Arcana, right? Okay. Okay. Not great, but not terrible.
You do not get a D4. Roll me a D100.
Right, because it's behemoth shit.
Behemoth shoot.
Hey!
Nice. Nice. Even if
Only
it fails,
Lyra.
it's nice.
Only Lyra.
So you go up to Thylea, you're like "Bah, bah, bah, bah," trying to like get him out of his weird trance, just trying to do something crude and obscene, just trying to break him out of it. And there's a twitch on Thalia's face. He probably would have said something if he wasn't so.
I kick him in the ball.
And he's just stoic
Wake
about
up.
it. Valis, on the other hand, is behind him as her claws are kind of like trying to tear the magic out. Something snaps. And the energy kind of like... She's like... No! As it starts to leach into her body. And she similarly kind of dissociates for a second. And then looks towards you, Lyra. That is going to be a failure. As now Valis is technically on the other side.
But did it fix Talieus?
It did not. It seems to have instead
cool.
also affected Valis now.
Cool.
All right, that brings us to Darian.
When do we just plane shift out of here? Fuck Arisha.
Okay. So I've noticed now 2 people have been taken over by this person's mind control abilities. And I would think Greater Restoration doesn't work, because it didn't when Lyra tried to do it.
It's like they tried to fight against it, and her magic was kind of going back and forth. It did that like Harry Potter versus Voldemort thing, and Voldemort won.
And we still have this tsunami of water coming
Yep,
towards
yep.
us, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it too soon to use a wish? Is it too soon?
What would you do? What would you
Considering
do?
as yours gives 3 people disadvantage on all skill checks in a skill contest, yes. Yes, it is.
I'm just so.
Well,
think
our only
that-
other person is mind controlled right now. So.
and my mind controlled friend is going next. That's what scares me. I'm gonna eat a grape. So
Helios just feeds it to you and then disappears into the ether.
So, I know I should know this because we've now had fights like this a couple times. But if I try to do something to the behemoth, I'd have to roll a D100, right?
Mm-hmm.
Casting command would be dumb. Trying to think what I could do to either break you out of this mind control or stop this water. So I know physics-wise this wouldn't work, but I'm looking at the earthquake spell,
Sure.
and it says that it creates
more tsunamis.
like, can I do one of those things where I like make my own tsunami and send it back to that one to cancel it out, or like yeah, or like it says it creates fissures in the ground, and I'm like, if I do it in front of where the water is coming, it could fall into the fissures instead of that's the only way I could think of to do earthquake to try to
fuck
stop
yeah,
the
why
water.
not? Let's
To
do
kind
it.
of-
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
To soak up some of the water.
So you would see Darian fly up over where like the tsunami looks like it's coming in, or the bulk in front of the city. She's not really a very like she can do magic, but this is definitely out of her wheelhouse. She's just going to bring her hands up, and then when she brings her hands back down, it's just this like a combination of like Lyra, Daphne, and her magic, because this is her god magic. This isn't what she had before, and it's just like spreads out like a spider web on the ground, and then as soon as she closes her hands, that's when the earth starts to shake, and that's
Fabulous.
when she casts it.
Let's see how it goes. Are you
Don't bring me into this. If
Are
you
you
fail,
having
people are
anyone
gonna
else
think it's my fault.
help you with that?
I think I would probably have. No, I don't think anyone here could help me. I guess Bira or whatever would tell everybody to get back. Get out of the way.
I must say, Spira shouts that, but then goes, I think this could be a good spot. And she tries to like find a place where it would be most effective. I appreciate it. You're doing god shit. It's terrifying.
We just want you to be included, girl.
Yeah. I just want you to feel like you helped.
It's sweet. It is so sweet. Darian, go ahead and roll me a, what would that be? Let's call it a survival check.
Yay. Okay.
You have those now.
I will use my inspiration for this.
Okay.
So I'll cross that off. D20. Wow. I'm glad I got that out of the way.
Guys, I'm the one supposed to be rolling like this, and only me.
Something about that.
Guys.
Something about that.
We'll combine a couple different things here.
Mm-hmm.
So, Darian, you fly up as you gather the fate energy, which just like shows through as this translucent night sky, the stars kind of shimmering and shining as you kind of like send them out, and suddenly kind of like drawing upon the inspiration of Lyra's motes, just like send a bunch of these impact shock waves through as each one of these stars, these falling comets, kind of strikes into the ground below. And kind of exploding it out as Spyro's like, that worked well, that worked too well, no. And she kind of like rushes forward to try to help out with like a group of villagers that are kind of trying to rush back to Arisia. As she's trying to help them, you can't stop the cascade. You realize you cannot stop the cascade.
I'm sorry. Oh no. I did
You throw your little motes, and Lyra's just like, wait a minute.
And one of them is just like a memory of Darian flipping Lyra off.
Well, that's why it didn't work.
Oh no.
They strike in. And in this case, this counts as a success, but in the process, Spyra is annihilated.
Oh fuck.
We won't forget you.
You see thousands of the people who are starting to flee away from the place also get annihilated by the earthquake. However, what you're successfully able to do is kind of raise that shoreline shelf up as you keep pushing it up, and kind of like creating fissures as you kind of dip down the area right before the beach itself, and you see the tsunami kind of like starting to lose a little bit of that height, starting to go towards that, and then slamming into that as there's just like a massive spray. You suddenly see like a redheaded merfolk who's just like standing upon the shelf that you just created as the massive spray just goes behind her, but then kind of lands and floods the entire area surrounding the massive walls of Arisia, flooding into. Again, you see thousands of people likely who are kind of like trying to get into the city for safety get swept up into this current, into this absolute terrifying flooding that is pushing up against the walls, reaching maybe halfway up these 100-foot walls on Arisia itself. You saved the city. So far. Thylea,
That's me.
go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh,
33.
Oh, never mind.
Yes. I'm
Yeah,
Jed.
it's too late.
I'm Jed.
It's too late.
All right. Thaleos, you suddenly jerk out of the memory that you were caught in. And what you were caught in was one of the first summits of the Titans, where your siblings had discussed who was going to properly rule. Hergrong said, well, clearly it should be me. I am the oldest, and therefore it is rightfully mine. Sidon stepped forward and said, You with your toys, with your little gadgets, your little metal-shaped things. You fawn over your Geigans. For what? So that they build more toys for you? Father did not raise us to play with little soldiers, paint little metal figurines, and think that you're so clever because you explore what? Science? We are gods, Hergoron. We do what we want with nature. We impose ourselves upon it. As you sat between them, and there was just a tense silence at all, as all your siblings kind of looked between them, kind of like face to face, nose bridges touching in that moment, like about ready to throw blows. What was going through Thaleas' mind at that time?
But if they just let me have a little island to put up. So.
I think you said something about having a little island.
Oh, sorry. I forgot I was leaning back away from the microphone. I wonder if they'd just let me have a little island for myself, and I could avoid their silly games.
And indeed, you have the perfect island. You raised it from the sea, fish hook and all. As you turn away from that altercation, as you hear the like clashes behind you, you just shake your head as you shift away on this pristine, perfect island, untouched by most mortals, a place of serenity and calm. And suddenly this serenity and calm helps you to snap out of this momentary fog that you were in as you come back to. Your turn is yours again.
Yay! Can I do anything to fix the gravity problem?
You can definitely try, yes.
The gravity's pointing towards shore, right?
Yes. In fact, it's kind of weird because it's technically pulling Pergron away from the shore, and then he did something to it that pushed the rest of the water towards shore. So it's like split.
Well, that's physics, equal and opposite reaction. For once, physics makes sense in the game.
You with your science.
I want to... Oh, God, how is this going to work? I don't think I have anything that would make this any more possible than it already is. Or isn't, as the case may be. Sorry, I'm just double checking my spell list, make sure I'm not forgetting something.
Totally good.
I kind of didn't expect to get a turn this round, so I wasn't really prepared.
It's okay. I'm just listening to the Jeopardy theme song in the back of my mind. Don't worry about it.
All right. I want to swing around, and as unbelievably unrealistic as this is at this scale and scope, and bearing in mind that I have the what are they called? I don't know if they're worth a damn. I don't like this character sheet. I can't find things. The Worm Reaver gauntlets, which add force damage to punches. If that has any influence whatsoever.
Sure.
I want to just try and like punch him from behind at an angle that would kind of be launching him towards the shore. Hopefully the reverse gravity gives me enough of an ability to make that feasible. Doesn't feel like the right word because I just can't. I just can't. It's just too much. But but you know what I'm getting at, right?
Yeah. Okay. How about this? Make me an athletics check, but this is going to be with disadvantage.
Okay, so with foresight, it's a straight roll, right?
Yep.
Tyler,
Uh,
before I roll, is there anything you wanted to do? You don't feel like you have to. I'm just giving you the option before I roll.
just I would if I hadn't spent the last 5 minutes thinking of a way for me to use it on my turn.
Okay, no, that's cool. That's cool. I just didn't want to repeat of as I click, you go, oh, before you.
Right. I was gonna use it for your wisdom save if you got one, but then my reaction time wasn't quick enough. But since you broke out of it, I'm
No.
okay.
Do your thing. Do your thing. All right, here we go.
Maybe you'll still roll one. Hey,
Yeah.
that's still really good.
Yeah.
Alrighty, you fly as you just like, and you kind of feel as Hergon kind of like slowly starts turning his head, and you just hit just like right on the small of the neck as you hear a cracking sound from there. It's amplified as you kind of hit it, and you're pushing the head just slightly forward. It's like a nod that you create at that size difference, but it is enough that suddenly the front tentacles are sucked into the gravitational field that he had created to push forward, and then suddenly the rest of the head seems to be stuck as he's trying to like get out of it, but it seems like his head and his shoulders are starting to be pushed into this massive gravitational field, which you technically still have control over. So that I will count as a success. And with that, we'll get to the end of the round where shenanigans will happen after a quick break. See you guys shortly.
Is it gonna flabbergast me? Am I gonna be like,
Girl, David just counted down.
think
That's
it's
why
going
I
to
stopped
100%
talking.
flabbergast
I didn't see that?
you. Sorry.
You gotta pay attention.
I'm sorry. I have one brain cell.
If we can't 100% the last session of this game,
Alrighty. Then that's just the most creative game over ever. With that, at the end of the turn, two things. First, Heragoron is going to lift up his scepter and kind of like point. His trident. You know what, Tyler? Go ahead and roll me a d4, would you?
Is that how many smooches I get? A 3.
He has that up, and as he kind of like tries to get himself out, he kind of puts the trident into the sea and tries to use that to get him out. And then there's just like this gurgling voice that shoots out saying,
Get them.
as you see Valus just head kind of like snaps over and flies towards that. Lyra,
Wait, out of the sea? He's trying to get himself out of the sea?
like pushing
I feel
himself
like I've
back
missed a
out of
chapter.
the front of the beach property. I think the property brother said that this was going to be too much of a fixer-upper, and he's trying to get himself out of that, back into the sea itself, so away from like the gravitational pull pushing him forward and backwards. Valus, however, is going to swoop down. Go ahead and roll me a d20, Lyra.
Is this how many smooches I get from Valid? A 14.
Okay.
I'm just rolling for smooches.
All right. You see as Valus just suddenly unleashes her lightning breath upon the ground, annihilating a bunch of the troops. And you see that Gore is almost caught in that, but he's able to kind of dodge out of the way as he kind of
My Gore
cascades his
smooches.
damage. That's right. Which, of course, brings us to Astoria. There, as the eyes kind of start to focus up towards you, Daphne, I need you to make me another Constitution saving throw. This one's just going to be you. Alrighty.
Gods. Yeah. All right.
Roll me a d10.
Okay.
Okay. You lose 3 of your sorcery hit dice.
All right. Okay.
You're down to 13. All right, Daphne. You and the demigod squad have arrived. What would you like to do?
All right. We found out a good path. We're a little bit closer to him. I think we're gonna try to get our way in.
All right, go for it.
Not in the fun way, I guess. So I do kind of love the idea. I wish we had like a massive mirror or something to just make him decay himself, but trying to go with a little bit of the hint here, right? Still gonna try to make our way inside. I hate the thought of going inside a nose, but the mouth ain't looking much better.
I mean, at this scale, the nose is like a garage door. At
True.
least. Maybe
True, but
bigger.
it's still gross.
You see a booger hanging out.
Yeah.
Definitely doesn't trim the nose hair.
The only other thing I'm thinking of is just trying to crush one of his eyes, right? And just going through an eye socket, but how to like angle that to where I'm not like just, you know, right into the gaze of the thing that's hurting me a lot. Yeah. I think we'll go for that. I think we'll go for one of the eyes. Yeah.
Alrighty. Who do you want to help out, if anyone?
How's Pitor looking?
Swell. He's still vibing from that previous win.
Swell or swole?
Both.
Okay, yeah, because Pitor came with me and then Balmitria, but Balmitria got hit, correct?
Balmitra is also okay. You have not had a failure so far.
Why'd you say it out loud?
I didn't either. And I
So
still got
everyone-
the- what the
Wow.
Everyone lost hit dice.
Okay. We're gonna go for, we're gonna go for Pitor and Vulcan. We're
Okay.
gonna try and really go for all the strength here.
Daddy issues, unite!
Away! Yeah, basically.
Okay. And how do you want the dragons to help you out?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
So if I think if I can get, okay. It scares me to say one of them to distract because at least myself and one other needs an opening to where we can actually manage to get to the eye. We need someone to at least play decoy. I hate saying that, but yeah.
Out of your 2 daddies, which one would you like to send forward? 3 daddies are present.
Which one's the most agile?
Pitor?
Oh, that's not a good sign.
Oh. Well, I guess. Yeah. Vitor.
Val, I guess. Val.
Hi, Dad.
Valis.
Bye, Dad. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so glad we reconnected in time.
And then Vulcan helps you claw bite.
Well, maybe not like right. Yeah. Again, I'm nervous about them coming in contact with the eye itself, so I'm trying to think of like you can like get in at the side, essentially, you know what I mean? Hopefully.
All right. We'll say that he kind of tries to find a good path. Okay.
Okay.
And then you're gonna like smush right through the eye. That's the goal. Okay.
Coming in. Yep.
Go ahead and make me an attack roll,
Oh boy.
and
Okay.
then add 1d4 to it.
Okay. Oh no, just one. Okay.
All right. All right.
35.
You guys start to fly forward as the rest of them are trying to keep him distracted. You see Hephaestus is throwing what seems to be materialized fiery hammers as they kind of explode against the side, but seem to kind of like just disappear into the smoke. You see Narcissus is actually singing a beautiful ditty upon Balmitria's back and it's just like trying to lull the creature. Pascal is mostly watching. He has a pipe in his mouth and is like intently watching as everything is happening. Not having been ordered to command, he does not do anything beyond that. And Leto, dear sweet Leto, upon Peter's back, is just like, fuck yes! As she's kind of like flying, and you can see the creature's kind of like looking about as Peter flies in its face. And he's able, like, it's the most amazing barrel rolls, these side twist turns, half Nelson upon one of the horns, and it just flies all around this creature. Like, you see one of the claws trying to bat at him. Peter is too fast, as he just shouts,
Get him! I love you.
and he kind of like looks at you as the two of you kind of fly in. Vulcan is just like moving over to the side, and then you see him suddenly kind of look over, and you realize that something else catches Vulcan's eyes. He just kind of grabs you and goes, "You got this," and flings you even faster as you fly away like a javelin towards the eye. You see as he had flung you forward so that he could block the incoming hand. As it takes him and crushes him down, you see kind of like crumbling away, and there's like sparks of fire and lightning within that massive shadowy hand as it crushes away at your grandfather. You turn your head back around just in time as tears maybe even strike on the sides a little bit as the eye is currently distracted by Pitor, and you fly. And there's just a sickening and a massive explosion of magma as the creature's body doesn't seem to be made out of mere blood, but instead you suddenly just find yourself completely submerged into this incredibly hot substance. Are you resistant
We gotta
to fire
stop
damage?
putting you inside monsters.
I mean, I was resistant when I was Hephaestus's chosen.
Oh, wait.
Hey, the Helm of Brilliance gives you fire resistance.
Oh, that's
It
right.
does? Awesome. Instead of taking 126 points of fire damage, you only take 63.
This is why I read everything.
This is why you read everything. You're the best.
Can you bump it up a couple points so it's nice?
Yeah, can you make it 69?
Sorry.
We'll let
Behemoth
you
didn't go
round
off
up
of
the
that.
damage for the first time, just to make it 69.
Not even your character. Okay. As you are now inside of the eyeball and you kind of push away and you hear like a scream. Indeed, inside of the eye, you can see what seems to be a dwarf. Not a dwarf. You suddenly see Bernari just like fire like armor.
He's immune to fire, so
It's perfect. No, as the cornea, or not the cornea, but like the front of the eyes just like annihilate and caves in. You just hear the scream of the creature kind of like going through. And this place that you're currently in is weird. It's kind of like this massive shadowy sphere. In the center of it is a dwarfed sun, just like a tiny little burning red edifice of fire that seems to be kind of churning as the creature kind of goes back and forth. You see there seems to be these particles, almost like a stream of red light that's coming off of the opposite end of the sun from where you're at, kind of going down some kind of like shadowy path deeper into the creature, you presume. We'll get to that next. Erisia! All right. With that, Lyra, what would you like to use your natural 20 on?
Okay, so a lot of stuff happened, and now I hate my idea. But it's the only idea I've come up with. Okay.
Get it.
Okay. David, hear me out.
That's my job. Bring it.
I want to do some shenanigans, and then I want to do them again.
All right.
So, if Thylea pushed him,
Mm-hmm.
how close is he to the shoreline at this point?
Still a ways away. With his size, like it's still probably like 500, 600 feet away at this point. But definitely starting to get close enough that if he wanted to reach out to the shoreline, he could touch it.
Okay, here's what I want to do.
Mhm.
And it's probably going to be really difficult because I'm doing it literally right in front of him.
Mm-hmm. You can't just flash him.
I mean, I could. I don't know what it would do,
Yeah.
but I could.
Yeah.
I want Hergaron. We need to come up with a better name for him. We need a nickname for him.
He also has
I
the
want-
Fallen God Kraken. That's his other name.
Got it. I want
Fallen
FGK smooches, so I'll flash him. No, do you think he has a beak under there? Do you think it's like a mind
Only
flayer
one way
kind
to
of
find out.
situation?
And that means, does he have a beak up top and down below?
Do they have them both places?
No, but he has 2 tentacle sources.
I was about to say I've slept with that mind flayer so many times in BG3, and I don't remember a beak on the other end. So
They cut that part out.
okay, so it's gonna be a long shot, but I'm
2
kind
beaks,
of
1 fate.
I'm kind of advocating for a deception check because I just want 1 in this entire end game skill check that we're doing.
Okay.
I want to use my wish, not the god wish, the my wish that I get. And I want to cast, as a throwback to you wanting me to have hallucinatory terrain so bad, I would like to cast Mirage Arcane and make a mile of the shoreline look like a continuation of the sea, so he won't try and avoid accidentally beaching himself.
Okay. With that, are you using your nat 20?
Yes,
Okay.
because I'm literally casting the spell right in front of him.
Sure enough. And again, you're targeting something surrounding the creature rather than creature itself. Very good use, so you don't have to roll
Right,
a post check.
it's
on
a
top of
mile, so I just want to take the shoreline and just make it look like a mile of more sea.
Mile of Morrissey. Okay. You guys watch as Lyra lifts up her hands, and you see
Killing me.
millions
That off real quick.
of strands suddenly appear all around. And in fact, for a second, it's almost like a cocoon, as this cocoon seems to be kind of like spinning around Hergeron, and he's like, and he tries to like punch against it, and kind of like the illusion that you create is so powerful that it's like it shows as if it has like a little bit of that give as he punches into it with his other hand, as he just screams against it, trying to resist whatever this might be. But that is just a distraction. As you focus upon the beachside itself, you suddenly like have the beachside itself kind of act as the sea itself, and around him, behind him, suddenly is the city itself. You can see that it's the shoreline. You inverse them, and in fact, the way that you end up creating it is it's almost like this insane lens that seems to create all around him. Again, using with expert deception, a way that everything suddenly becomes inverted from Hergeron's and everyone's perspective in that moment. Well done. That is a success. And the natural 20 is gone. Ooh.
Yeah, I erased it already.
Good job, Tyler.
Alrighty. Darian.
So I also have a really dumb idea, but
Hit me.
So, okay. So based off of what Lyra just did, because she inversed it, I want to be flying above part of what she just made look like water. And if I cast command, I can give the command approach. Make it come towards me.
Okay. I
think it's so dumb. I'm not a persuasive person.
I don't think it's dumb. I think that's such a great idea. It is going to be a D100 roll
I
for you,
know.
and I'm
If it
scared
works,
about
it'll be
that.
I know.
If it works, it'll
And
be
I know I shouldn't be scared because you would be the one to roll the polar opposite of a divine intervention on a
But
D100
this is going to
roll.
be the day. This
Is going to be the one time you roll a divine intervention.
I can't think of anything else I can do, right? Like, my chakrams aren't going to really help with this. I
Go
don't have
ahead
a lot of other
and
magic.
cast the command spell.
I believe
If I upcast it, does that make it better?
Target some of the xenomorphs. Just get everyone to swarm you.
Yeah, they all want to come here to me. Come on, guys! Come to mama.
You'll get a taste of what it's like to be me for once.
Go ahead and make me an insight check as part of that.
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna do great. Hey.
I'll take a 30. I'll take a
Yeah.
30.
Okay. And then roll me a D100.
Don't wanna. Oh, it's a 6.
Respectable.
It's probably not gonna work. That's only a 91.
You fly over Darian. Your wings go wide as you just kind of like prepare yourself. You put your chakrams at the ready, and with a supernatural voice, the voice that only a goddess could command, you tell him,
Approach.
as it kind of spiders
you
out.
sound-
What's up?
She sounds rough when she's giving orders.
It's my Elizabeth Holmes voice. That's just what it is.
Indeed, behind you, because you're kind of like right at the edge of the illusion, as you kind of are able to look through it, and you see that the xenomorphs indeed do all kind of turn towards you. In fact, the people of the city starts turning towards you as they're walking there, as the creature.
You will be the first to be consumed.
Still struggling, trying to get his head out of this. That was not enough.
I figured it wasn't.
Girl. No, I'm kidding.
I figured.
Talios.
Kill your brother.
I made
your
more C
brother.
for you. You're welcome.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Okay.
I'm never gonna use an illusion spell again in my life.
Fast forward to next campaign, he decides to play an illusionist.
They're pretty good depending on how spells are rolled.
Isn't there a thing with the illusion wizard where you can like make illusory stuff real for a
Mhm.
time?
Like 10th level, I think. Yeah,
Mhm.
10th or 14th, I forget which.
You just sculpt the minotaurs of your dream.
Don't threaten me with a good time. I cast wish and make myself an illusion wizard.
What's your purpose? Can't talk about that on stream.
This minotaur is an aid. It's definitely not a sex minotaur.
You're a fleshware engineer.
As ridiculous as this is gonna sound, and as much of a physical impossibility as this should be, I just want to like shoulder check him and ram as hard as I can and just reach down for every little bit of titanic might in my titanic being and just try and shove this motherfucker as far as I can towards the shore.
Really
You heard the
trying to get
lady.
that skill
Approach.
expert.
Just trying to buff me.
Okay. Is there a feasible way that anyone can help you?
Not since all the dragons are either injured or with the other team.
What about Bullbug? Bullbug's strong. He's strong.
He helped
Yeah, Bullbug's at best Captain America, and we need the Hulk.
but he could help. He could trip him.
How's he gonna get up here? That's the question.
Okay.
Look,
Yeah.
don't ask questions.
Maybe
Yeah,
if
I
he goes
don't-
underwater, he can breathe. He pushes the bottom. You get the.
I don't see how any of
Do you want to
the
use a spell with in conjunction with that?
Bless you.
Soon tight.
if that is an option, then yes, I would like to use, because he's still got the water coming up on him, right?
Mhm.
Like he's still drawing the water up to him. I would like to use Tidal Wave to help with the push.
All right. I like it.
Ah.
All right, go ahead and cast Tidal Wave for me, and then
I've been giving people bardic inspirations. I didn't think about that until just now.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
that'd be
you
nice.
got all upset that we were like, sorry, it's a bard. And you were like, I'm a bard.
like, are you though?
Well, I use them for my epic boon, so I haven't planned on actually using them, but didn't think about actually giving them out to people since my
All
epic
right.
boon is like a D100 roll.
Okay, and then make me an athletics check in combination with that.
But it's only a D6. I'm just a little bard.
Hey, that could be the difference.
I'm just a baby.
I'm
All right,
just a
guys.
baby.
You got it.
Oh.
I believe in you. But
I just thought of something
oh,
monk related. Hold on, I want to see.
Unrelated.
oh, I forgot he's a
I have
multi-class.
I've just got to remember.
You learn something new every day.
Key fueled attack.
It just makes your
Technically-
attacks magical, right?
Oh wait, no, that's not the one I'm thinking of. What's the one? There's one where you can add, like for every key point you spend, you get like +2 to your attack roll. Up to,
Oh
up
yeah,
to
it's in
3.
the optional rules.
Is that
It's
for
like
the new
key-
stuff or the old stuff?
No,
No,
it's
that's-
old stuff.
that's,
It's an
yeah.
old optional rule. It's like
It's
key
Tasha's thing.
key something.
I want to
key
find it. 'Cause
strikes
I
or
want to.
something.
Okay, so that's good.
I want to have the right idea here. So give me just a second. Sorry, because I'm not seeing it on my character sheet, so I'm just gonna go pull it up in
Focused
Now,
aim. That's what it's called.
Okay. If you've got it, can you read it?
It's a 5th level monk feature. I don't know how many levels of monk you have.
6.
When you miss with an attack, you can spend 1 to 3 key points to increase your attack roll by 2 for each key point spent.
How many key points?
Potentially turning the miss into a hit.
I'm sorry. Say again.
How many
David?
key points do you have?
You get 1 for each level.
Well, he gave me bonus for my wisdom, so that gives me 12.
Okay.
You can only spend up to 3.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make your athletics check then, and I'll allow that.
All right.
Up to 3. I'll let you
I
know
will
if that's
put
going to
all
make a
3 into
difference.
it.
Whoa. I keep forgetting your athletics is so high now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
The muscles bulge upon Thylea as he pushes forward against the back of the head of the creature, kind of. And indeed, as the tidal wave kind of like pushes in, you use more of the seawater to kind of like push against at the same time.
Brother!
He kind of like groans, and then suddenly something seems to aid you, lighten the load. You see what appear to be hundreds, if not thousands, of strings of translucent golden light push through the illusion and approach you as you see the souls of the dead flit all around you. One of them is Spyra, as she just kind of flies up towards you, puts a hand on your shoulder, nods, flies towards the back of his head, and you see these thousands of souls are now pushing with you as you're able to push Hergron even further into the effect of this reverse gravity, as it seems to be like this upper torso now fully caught within that, desperately trying to not be moved from where he's currently at. Teleos. You watch as your brother is flung forward. Flies. As the water is still being pulled in behind him. The soul's kind of flitting all around the body. Darian, Lyra, as the two of you are kind of like standing in the way, you're like, shit, as you fly to the sides, and this mountain is flung through the illusion. And you can hear him just cry in a desperate attempt.
No!
He reaches behind, trying to grab something. And that is going to be the end of the round. We'll get back around to what happened next.
I want this to be so epic. I have to tell you what just popped into my head, though, because our only mission was get this Kraken out of the water. The only thing I can think now is, like, it's going to be him just, like, flopping like a fish on a Risha, just suffocating out of the water.
Grinding the city to dust.
No,
All right.
See,
I
can't.
I do want to say, as he was growling, brother, I would have growled back, "You should not serve the one who cursed you so."
No.
Literally, all we knew was get him out of the water, so I'm just picturing just...
Daphne, you are inside of a shadowy eye socket of a massive behemoth, at the center of which is a miniaturized red sun. What do you do from here?
Well, it's like really hot in here. Correct?
So take off all your clothes? I don't know if that's
No,
that's
no,
more
no,
like
no,
a
no,
Lyra
no,
move. I'm gonna be
no,
honest.
yeah, that's a Lyra move. I'm just
Yeah, it would
Fire
work
damage.
too. I have jumped into a volcano.
yeah. I was there for that. Actually. But anyways, magma. There's fire going on.
So you push through the membrane into the inner part, because the that right there seems to be, it's weird because it's hollow. At the center of this is the fiery sun. All the inside walls of the body are just shadow, but you push through whatever the membrane was that made the eye, blinding the creature in the right eye, but you're now inside of the eye socket.
Okay. Melee was just making sure I wasn't like in like a lot of magma, because that would change who I was gonna get help from.
There's maybe some fire, just like fiery magma still dripping off of you.
Okay, cool.
You know
So I
who
have
might be
the
immune
sun.
to fire damage?
Pascal! Yeah! That's exactly who I was thinking. Just get both of our boyfriend. Well, your
I'm
ex.
saying Heffy should be immune to fire
Oh,
too.
right. Also Hephaestus. I forgot about him.
Hephaestus, yeah.
I forgot about him.
Okay, so I see a sun.
Mhm.
I'm supposed to use the power. I'm so sorry. I cannot focus on the wording of this one damn thing. I can focus on the Kraken because it's easy. It's not a riddle.
Get him out of the water.
So they
Yeah,
just
get
said
out.
that bringing the sun that Sidon had captured outside of Thylea, technically, and used to power a lot of his things that were going on that are just outside of the astral gate of the Tower of Praxis here and into the creature. And that should be the thing.
Alright, well, we kind of forgot that on the shopping list of how to prepare for this. Okay, cool. Well, that seems awfully important, so I think I will grab Hephaestus.
Do it, coward.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, if you think Pascal will be... Okay. And Pascal.
All right. As Pascal, like you send out the mental command, Pascal just appears with Hephaestus at the side. Kind of looks up at the sun. Huh. Interesting.
Really is. Part of me says just to destroy it. But guys, I have a mental block. I don't know what to do.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
It seems like the sun is already inside, and now
Yeah.
I don't ask me.
That's kind of where I'm at. Like, do I just lasso it and take
What
it
if
a
you
little
just-
lower?
Just give it a smooch.
That might be the Lyra thing, but that's not the Daphne thing.
How big is this sun? just
Small. Pretty small.
What if
That's
like
darkness.
what if destroying the sun makes it implode in on itself and turn into a bigger sun?
What?
Girl, I don't know. I'm
Interesting
out
theory.
of ideas.
Interesting
I
theory.
mean,
I
you know,
already
when,
did my big idea.
when the sun starts to die, it's going to expand in size until it encompasses
Yeah.
the Earth and probably
Kill the-
Mars.
kill the
So
sun.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
that's what'll happen if you destroyed this sun.
Is the sun like oxygen? Or not oxygen, fire? You just gotta cut off the oxygen. Can you tell I'm tired?
no. Unfortunately, it's a nuclear reaction. It's nuclear
Oh.
fusion. There's really it's self-sustaining.
Okay, here's what you
Take
do.
way more
Jump
baking
into
soda
the
than we can
sun.
make.
Jump into the sun. That's your...
Yeah. Jump into the sun.
You do still
The
have
original-
the helmet too. You know,
Yeah,
I don't know what you guys had planned
Yes.
with that, but I liked the sound of it.
Well, the original plan for the Helm of Brilliance was to essentially let it detonate. Because it can do radiant damage, and that's pretty close to what a sun can do.
And it's like a lot. It's like a
Yeah.
beam for each gem that's still in the helmet or something.
Yes. And there's quite a bit. I think there's technically a fire opal that's gone as well. Even though only a ruby is missing, so we're only down 2. I think she looks to Hephaestus to try and get help with just like the amount of radiant damage. Surprise, Pascal. I came here to kill you. Absorb all the radiant damage. No, I'm kidding. I mean,
Takes that off my plate.
Pascal's been like, his troop has been looking at this creature. I'm trying to think of what Pascal can do to help at this point. In case we're able to destroy it, can Pascal be on the ready to like teleport the 2 of us out in case this thing explodes and hurts us?
He can absolutely try. Let's do it. All right.
Okay, all right.
Okay. How are you trying to charge things up?
Okay. So I need to take fire damage.
I was about to say it's tricky.
And I need to fail a saving throw against a spell.
Okay.
Which
If you
choose
would
to-
allow it, because Daphne was like... Could she potentially, like, still be holding the helmet to use it?
Sure.
And then, like, just look at, like, what magma is left. And then look at Hephaestus and be like, ready?
He goes, yes, but I have an idea. And he looks towards
Perfect.
the sun. Should we try to channel it? And he looks at the sun again.
Channel it.
And there's like one of those stupid, excited smiles on his face. Pascal
Like
looks
it's-
between the two of you. You're fucking crazy.
To, like, make it explode? Or...
Don't act like you don't know.
I mean, he's been
Okay,
a god
sure.
longer than us.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Sure. What am I doing?
Okay. With that, then, you're essentially trying to... Okay, you know what I'm going to say? Roll me a
Okay.
Constitution saving throw for this.
A lot of these.
So many 15s.
I know. It's like, okay, but unfortunately we don't need okays. We need...
And then roll me a
I mean, it's-
D100.
It's 75%, you know? Look at it that way.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go. I can't do... There's nothing I can do. Unless I could cast a wish spell instead from the Promethean fire, but...
You had your chance for that. All right.
Yep.
As you prepare yourself for the damage and kind of like focus in, Hephaestus flies forward and kind of like looks at the sun. At the same time, you see like a massive claw starting to reach towards the eye socket to like scratch you guys out of it.
Ooh.
I was kind of like moving in.
Nasty.
You realize you only have moments to make this truly work. As Hephaestus just goes, and he summons forth power. He's going to get another level of exhaustion.
God damn it.
How many is he at now?
4.
He didn't tell me that. He didn't tell you. God.
As he puts out his 5 hands and kind of turns himself into like a lens of power itself. And you see suddenly the red energy of the sun push into each one of the palms, and then he seems to kind of like focus it in and then pushes it into his chest. As he takes the one hand that doesn't have a counterpart and turns it towards you and channels all of the power out of the 4 hands into his body and then towards you. It's kind of the same stream that you had seen before with the behemoth starts to cascade towards you as it's just bathing you in this power. So you didn't roll so well on your D100. But I'm nothing if I'm not a troll to Elena. So of course I had to roll a divine intervention. And not just any divine intervention. I had the privilege of rolling.
Show it. Show it.
As the ray.
You're gonna say a 1.
Somehow.
It honestly, a 1 would have felt better. A 1 would have felt like a 3 just feels like a slap.
You suddenly hear just like a wet, like the hand just washed itself. Just somewhere in the background. You have all this channel through you. I need you to roll me a separate Constitution saving throw for this one, though.
Okay.
Stop.
Hammer time.
Jesus.
I jinxed it.
Well,
Sorry.
it's okay.
Roll
it?
me a d20.
Okay.
Hey! Can you have rolled that for any of the other ones?
No. No, but you know what? That was Hephaestus' saving throw. That's okay.
The stream of power courses over you, over your body, over your mind. It envelops you wholly. And as you put your hand up against the stream, you see that your hand is mostly gone. The front of it, the flesh, the skin has peeled back and it's just bone as it sizzles.
Alright.
You realize that in mere moments, you will be annihilated. But you rolled a natural 20. In this case, that's not a good thing.
Oh, okay.
Of course, you would roll a
course.
natural 20
Of
when it's not a
course.
good thing.
Yeah, of course.
So you have the option of, with this natural 20 narrative moment, passing the helmet forward to either Pascal or Hephaestus. As you see the rest of the sun kind of get consumed into him and the last pulse kind of pushes towards you. Your eyes disappear, turn into ash in your mouth. Your skin disappears, your teeth rot away.
Oof.
As your other hand grabs for the helmet, you feel your neck kind of snap as you pull it off. Whom do you fling it to in the last moments of cognizance that you have?
She doesn't trust Pascal with the helmet, so I think she's gonna like fling the helmet to Hephaestus, but then look at like Pascal and like in whatever voice she can still have, get them out alive.
And in the fragment of your mind that remains, you hear a, "Your wish is my command."
God damn it! Wait, hold on, I can't be sassy when I'm done.
As
Okay.
you fling the helmet, and Daphne dies.
Okay. All right.
As we watch Hephaestus grab the helmet.
No!
He screams as Pascal flies downward and grabs the lower half of the body of Daphne. He looks up towards you, Hephaestus. As Clancy, you will be Hephaestus. Do what you set out to do. You will get her back.
There we go.
And he teleports away with the body. As it's just
Oh,
Hephaestus in
alright.
the eye socket. Alrighty.
Cool.
That is a success. And that brings
What
us...
cost subject?
Sorry. That is technically a success with a big downside.
Yeah.
Hergoron flies forward. And with a massive crash, water splashing in behind him, you see him kind of land as the water seems to be disconnected from the sides of the hips. The water no longer flowing. Incredibly quickly, much more quickly, very quickly, you suddenly see him shrink in size. As he tries to claw himself back towards that, Thylea, you commands the reverse gravity forward and push him to the ground with it. It's almost like this repulsor field that keeps him pinned to the ground. And as you hover there, Thylea, above him, Darian and Lyra kind of like come to your sides. As the three of you hover there in God Squad. Grace. Darian. You know that you're the one who can deal the fate blow. How do you finish him off?
Well, you said I can channel it too, right? I can channel it into somebody. So I would look at Talieos and I would say, this is your family. This is your fight. I'll give you anything you need. And I will let Talieos take the killing blow, and I will just channel that for him.
The pressure.
Talieos from the top rope. I'm just kidding.
License to
Kill.
be a little descriptive.
Totally.
License to give him a couple little sneaks.
I take it back.
While this is not the intended use of the spell, the first thing Talieus does is casts a modified Earthbind, and like tree roots that maybe come directly from Thylea's tree. Maybe. Reach up out of the sands, wrap around Pergeron. Talieus pauses for a second, looks him in the eye as much, I mean, the eye's bigger than he is, I guess, but and just says, "I hope you find peace, brother."
No,
And
no. He promised me he would return me. No.
As the sand just kind of like pushes back over him. And your brother is no more.
Damn it.
I even gave you permission and everything. In
I
the
know.
chat.
He even said it was okay, and then he went and killed him.
We can make more like him. We can make more. We can build them better. No, but we gotta go, guys.
All right.
Where?
I don't know.
Oh, right. Continue on.
Hephaestus. Tears in your eye. You look down upon the helmet, and it brims with the power of whatever the hell powered this eye of this shadowy behemoth. As the tear falls towards that, it just evaporates before it can even hit the helmet itself. What does Hephaestus do?
See out his girlfriend's plan. Make sure she doesn't look like a fool. Because what's a partner there for, really? If not to make
To make you look like a fool? Oh.
Well, okay. Question is here the best spot to make that happen? I'm thinking so. So yeah, I mean, Pascal's gone. I believe Hephaestus is resistant enough to radiant damage. Fire damage. Okay.
One way to find out.
I guess one way to find out. Did Daphne's hammer also go? Or is that maybe...
Pascal grabbed that.
Damn. Okay. Okay. Alright.
Well,
That's okay.
I mean,
That's okay.
this is thematic, so what are you trying to do with it?
I think with, like, trying to get that final blow to, like, let it explode, channel through, like, her hammer and, like, do that final, like, fire damage that's needed to activate it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
To, like, break it and just let it go off, right? I think that'd be fun. Thematic for Daphne's hammer to still do that.
Okay. Give me a straight d20. I would have given you advantage on it, but he has disadvantage, so give me a straight d20. And that's going to be effectively a strength smithing check, which for him... Oh, where did that go? Of course, it's going to be all fucky. Hang Just making sure this is correctly done. Okay. Which is going to be a plus 28.
A plus 28. Okay.
So that's a big number.
He's
So do
good
you
at
want me to add that
smithing.
in to the roll as well? The d20 plus 28.
Sure.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
Not a 15.
Not a bit.
It's a good
Not a
roll.
15. It was one up.
And then I need you to roll me a d100.
Veins of my existence. All right.
Holy fuck.
Hopefully this is the case where high is good. I never know anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I rolled fairly high on the D100. But there was an opposed check that was, of course, going to come into this. And that was pretty good. We, the audience, watch as Hephaestus kind of like for a second returns back to the grizzled, unkempt hermit under the ocean. And he hammers against the helmet for the first time. Some cracks are peeing onto gems. And that's kind of like a push out. The rest of the people that are watching from the outside see that there's a shockwave that pushes some of the smoke away on the right side. It's almost like this weird, disgusting, like bulge that kind of appears and then kind of collapses him and pushes back out and collapses him with each and every strike. As Hephaestus kind of comes down swinging, suddenly there's a flash in front of him and everything seems to kind of slow down. As Pascal goes in and seems to move at significantly faster pace than everything around him. The hammer's moving incredibly slowly downward. And we see Pascal kind of put a finger up to his chin. Oh. The power to make gods. As his eyes follow the hammer starting to swing down towards the helmet. The power to kill a god. And he looks at the helmet. That is not in the contract.
Damn right.
The hammer is now inches away from the helmet, and we can see all the cracks upon it. It is absolutely going to get annihilated upon this strike. A command was given. I did not include that.
Don't keep up me.
I would not be a good devil if I did not follow the letter of the law. Oh, but the consequences. 1 inch as we see Pascal in some kind of a time stop formation considering this as the hammer is about to strike upon the helmet. Closer. Closer. As Pascal reaches forward. Grabs Hephaestus's forearm and pushes it off of the handle of the hammer. Grabs the hilt himself and lets it kind of impact, and there's just a flash. The dragons watch from the outside as suddenly there's just a red light cascades outward, burning the fiery outside. The smoke itself is immediately pushed away. And you can see that indeed there was some sort of skull. A spine that cascaded down but ended in nothing, just dangling there. It seemed like the rest of the creature was formed out of the shadow as As the explosion rockets back and reveals half the skull exposed, the brain is just more covered in magma and lava dripping down the side. As the creature kind of staggers back, more of the shadow begins to fall off. As it grabs at its face, the magma dripping down, burning the countryside below, burning more of the Yugoloth troops surrounding the creature as it falls forward. As that was its secret, what is that called? Weakness? That is going to be 2 successes. For the record, Daphne might have died, but she didn't have a single failure.
I have a skin in my teeth and the grace of the DM.
Fucking your D100 rolls, holy fucking shit. Jesus Christ. Fucking 98? Jesus. Okay. As the thing falls and more of the shadow kind of peels off, kind of pushing all into the valley and then the steps before Astoria. With a thundering crash, the spine kind of collapses into the steps itself. And then the second eye ignites. Burning around. Annihilating the last of the Yugoloth troops. In the moments as you watch Thylea kill his brother, Pascal suddenly appears next to you, Lyra. In his hands, he holds the decapitated body of Daphne.
Jesus Christ.
As he hands the body over to you, Darian, he looks towards you, Lyra, and he says, I believe we are mere moments from the annihilation of the other behemoth. And he kind of looks down where the creature's like, no, brother, et tu, brute, and he kind of gets like pushed into the sand. And with the defeat of the behemoths, our contract is done. It was good to know you. I'm glad I got to serve your mistress, and I hope you enjoyed your service as well.
What? Hold on.
I cannot. I made a promise which I'm bound to. Should you need my services, I'm interested in seeing what you have to offer. He reaches in and pulls out what looks like a spell scroll, hands it to you, and then disappears. As you look at the scroll, you look at Daphne's body, and then suddenly the entire world shakes. And that is where we're going to leave it for this week's session.
I don't know. There's some broken contract shit going on. I gave him one job before he left.
I'm gonna be so mad at Daphne when we hopefully can bring her back. Like, I told you to kick ass, not fucking die.
They're not mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
Run off with the fire, did he?
That's what I'm worried about. Did he die or do I need to kill him?
Who? The behemoth?
Pascal. Yeah, that's what I thought.
We'll get there next week. Maybe.
Oh, no.
All right. With that, thank you all very much for watching. Next week, episode 141 is going to be the grand finale. The intro of a true god. The scale of what you're about to fight, I cannot underline enough. This is going to be bananas. But I'm excited to see how and maybe if you guys are going to be able to pull it off. Oh boy. It's been one hell of a campaign. Let's get it done. See you guys next week. I can't hear you. Okay.